have a live counter ticking up, so he should now be live, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network, where it is the Spring 2023 anime 3+ episode check-in. That is a very long title, but it is here.
Yup.
And we have dropped a number of shows from the premiere stream.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we dropped a lot of shit.
Good.
And yet we still have a lot of shit left over.
There's a lot of shit. This is a good season, to be fair. I mean,
Yeah, and
most of
also
the shit,
we
yeah,
are
most of the
getting rid of a few things today as well. So.
Yeah.
Says you. Well, actually, yes, we are, because we're getting rid of all the carryovers, or the vast majority of the carryovers that didn't finish in time for the wrap up last season.
There's only a few of those, though.
I mean, there's BOFURI, there's Ippon Again,
Tokyo Revengers,
Revenger, RWBY Volume 9, Tale of Outcasts, and technically Unite Up should be on that list, but I didn't have time to watch 4 episodes of that, so
Yeah, that's rough.
I decided to put my priorities elsewhere.
Fair enough.
Though I can now say I've watched Sacrificial Princess, so I'll be able to talk about only the first episode of that, but be able to talk about that at the very least.
It's something.
Musume has now aired, has it not?
Yes, it has. It's on episode 2 out of 4. Episode 3 is tomorrow.
Right.
Well, fun.
Blue Orchestra is still yet to be licensed, to my eternal sorrow.
Rip.
One day.
One day.
And I was going to say something else. Nope. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. Because of Disney's whole thing, decided it was probably best if we started referring to Heavenly Delusion as Tengoku Daimakyo.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna call it Heavenly Delusion anyways, because
Yeah,
it's
but
easier.
officially speaking, that's what we're gonna refer to it as.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
There's already an English localized title. Why?
It makes no sense, and it's not like it's a bad localized title. It's not like it's like clunky or anything. It's a good English title, but no,
Yeah.
Disney got a Disney, I guess.
Bold of you to assume that Disney makes rational decisions.
Who was assuming that?
Exactly.
Well, to be fair, it's at least being simulcasted, so...
And to be
That is
fair,
a plus, yes.
the dub is doing better than a lot of the Crunchyroll ones. It's only an episode behind.
Oh,
Huh.
wow.
Which means, we're able to, because of that, I was able to convince Jack to not watch today's episode, while I did watch today's dub episode. So we're on the same level of knowledge. Hooray!
Woot woot.
Which helps Paradise.
And I've watched the first 3 episodes, so I can talk as well.
I think we are up to 4, and episode 4 had some shit.
I'm sure it did.
But we should get going proper, and we shall start off with the first show alphabetically, A Galaxy Next Door.
Yeah. This is a fun show. So for context, this is the two of them are practicing a kamedan, and his younger siblings walk in, and the sister is like covering her brother's eyes.
That's right, heteros. Think of the children.
God damn it. God damn it.
That is partially why I picked it, but it's also just funny.
It is very funny. Both in context and out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been watching this one, Mill? I forget.
I know the dub has come out. Again, it was one that I just didn't really have time for. I am going to try and start watching it, though.
This is fun. They've also already gone to the confession part, so that's
That's
nice.
good. That's
nice.
nice. It's always nice to get a quick confession.
Hmm
Cough,
I like it when they
Dachi
actually focus on the
Shimamura.
relationship rather than the chase.
Yeah. I mean, the chase can be fun, but after a while, it
Yeah.
it always follows the same beats.
Yeah, it's very samey, the
Mhm.
chase. Unless they add like some really neat, unique elements to it, which they almost never do.
I mean, I'm trying to think of the rom-coms we've got this season.
We got a few.
We have
We
got
got
a
a lot,
few.
yeah.
We have got a few. We're gonna have a good selection for ship of the season.
It's gonna be a rough selection time, let me tell you.
It is gonna be fairly tough. I think I know my winner at the moment, but we'll have to see.
It's a bit too early to call that, isn't it?
I don't think it is.
if
Look-
it's just that good, then
Look, we will get to that. I have some gushing to do.
oh boy.
Boy, oh boy.
So yeah, Galaxy Next Door got to its confession. That is always a good. I think that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to finally get there, especially to do so quickly.
Yeah, is that we talked in the premiere stream about them both having a level of respect for each other and just talking through decisions. Is that still
That's
a thing?
been consistent, yes.
That's good. That's also very, very good. There are some characters this season that, aren't respectful of the people they're making decisions for.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But yes, this one has been very nice.
Yeah, I can't help but take those not very veiled shots.
Gee, I wonder where you're taking pot shots at. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
We will have to wait and see. We'll definitely get to it though. Anything more to say for Galaxy Next Door?
No, it's nice, it's fun, it's good. I'm enjoying it.
Just give me a second. I just want to have a look at the cast very quickly and just well, that's not a pair of names that I recognize for the main cast. Okay. Shindo from Horimiya is Ichiro, main boy.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl Yu Wakui is not.
She has not been much I've actually watched.
She was in Kaina, and she was in Tomo-chan. But
minor characters of both. Counts,
we both,
though,
we both dropped those as well, which didn't help.
This isn't her first lead role, but this is her first lead role of anything I'm watching.
First lead role for a while as well, it looks like. Actually, no, Voyager, or Voyager.
Yeah, but it's an ONA, not a TV anime.
Yeah.
We have different commitments. Still, this one's good.
Good.
I'm enjoying it.
Alright, I think we can move on to the first big sequel of the season. There's quite a few of them. It is...
Jesus.
Just get that up. Birdie Wing, Golf Girls' Story, Season 2.
Now, before we move on, Mill, how far are you into this season?
I'm fully caught up.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. Okay.
I'm fully caught
Soap
up. Don't worry.
Opera bullshit. Here we go.
They really just wow.
This might be tantamount to heresy, but I've got to be honest, I wasn't much of a fan of the soap opera bullshit to the level it reached in episode 16.
I get it.
Okay, I get that. At the
Yeah.
same time, though, it is hilariously absurd and perfectly Birdie wing.
I think part of the reason is that there just really wasn't much Eve in that episode. And I
Yeah,
fucking
that's
love
fair.
Eve. Like, I enjoyed episode 17 a lot more because you just got Eve, you know,
Being
just fucking,
Eve.
yeah, just being herself and just taking no shit. Like, she turns up at to meet the guy she knows is her granddad, and her opening words is calling him a fucking horn dog. Like a fucking pervy old man. Like,
Eve gives zero fucks, and I love it.
yeah. And, you know, she fucking crushes the 8th best pro in Europe.
Which is, like, pretty impressive, honestly.
It's kind of miraculous, and very over the top.
Would you have it any other way?
But yes, we now at the very least know there's no blood relation between the two leads. We can
Thank God.
we can
We have
Thank-
dodged the incest
God.
allegations, thank God.
we can we can ship in peace.
You had me sweating for a sec there.
Yeah. I was worried, but we're in the clear now. We're in the clear now, y'all.
We're good. We're safe.
Eve pulls out
Birdie
another
Wing has beat the allegations.
yeah. Eve pulls out another bullshit golf shot. Fucking
Oh,
backspinning the ball into the hole.
What is the science there? How?
Yes. It's magic golf genetics, obviously.
I mean, I thought she hit the pro's ball on purpose in 17, but it was actually like, well, I'm not sure if it was. I don't know. Maybe Eve did
It's
it on
hard to
purpose.
say.
I don't
but-
think so. Cause she probably would have made it in if not for that.
Yeah, but she won by so much. I can't help but like wonder if it was just like, oh look, you did that on purpose. You didn't do it on purpose. You know you didn't do it on purpose. I'm fucking with you, and I'm in your head now.
I wouldn't put it past Eve, honestly. But yeah, let's just go over all the bullshit we found out about their respective lineages real quick. So they're
Aoi's
all-
father is Eve's father, actually.
So
And it turns out Aoi's father is not her father. Her actual bio father is her coach.
Amuro.
Yes. Whose name is definitely not in any way supposed to resemble the name of the protagonist of the first Gundam series. No,
I was gonna
sirree.
say Amuro Ray.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Amuro has passed on his congenital golf migraines to Aoi.
Yeah, like, oh no, the golf migraines.
Yep.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Oh, and it gets better because it turns out that Eve's mom is actually the daughter of a mafioso.
Yeah, that's so casually dropped too. It's like, okay, so Eleanor Burton, and this is her father. What's his fucking name?
Michael.
He owns the biggest golf brand in Nefreese, and also, but he's actually in the mafia. It's like, what? Just so casually dropped.
Bringing back the mafia and lesbian golf mafia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we circled back.
Speaking of bring back, we get the return of Viper.
Yeah, she got a nice glow up.
Yeah.
I love that Eve didn't recognize who she was and tried to play it off as a joke.
Yeah, I like how she bounced off that. That was great.
Absolutely amazing.
Fuck it, I'm gonna change the screenshot now. Cause yeah, I had to include the quiet you horny old man line.
Yes.
Sarah is gaslighting Aoi.
Yeah, Sarah is a shitty parent.
Mm-hmm.
She got that from her father, who is also a shitty parent.
And had Eve chloroformed.
Yep. Hey, Eve, does this smell like chloroform to you? What's that? Love that joke. Love that joke.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Also, post credits episode 17, Eve just calls Ichida and tells her to caddy for her. Doesn't tell her where she is. Just says come carry for me, and Ichin is like, yeah, cool. Why
I
not?
love that Ichino's just so ready to drop everything to help Eve anyways.
Yeah. For no pay. She's not getting paid for this.
You need a good caddy like that.
Yeah.
Though I suppose
Though it's
the
not
point
that shocking because that was foreshadowed in the opening, but still.
Yes.
I suppose the point is that if Ichino wants to be a pro caddy, and if Eve is going pro, it seems like an easier route than sticking in school for another 2-3 years.
Yeah, why stay in
Yeah.
school? You have your out right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, hanging around Eve is going to be a lot more fun than that school.
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Aoi would leave school if she could.
Oh no, she 100% would.
I would absolutely drop absolutely fucking everything to go after Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know this.
But it looks like we're going to have to wait until one of them beats the other for their hand in marriage.
Yep. That's how it's going to go, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I have very little doubt that it would go that way. Yeah, no, this is just absolutely insane, just as Birdie Wing always is.
I think it stepped up on the insanity a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah, especially with all the soap opera bullshit.
As I
Yeah.
said, I think they went a little bit too far, but as I said,
Mill, have you never seen a soap opera?
I don't like soap operas is the thing.
Okay, understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Like, they're not really my thing, because they do just get, like, overly dramatic, and I'm just like, alright, fine, yeah, you overact to your heart's content, you do that, fine.
Yeah, no, this is tame by soap opera standards, though.
Yeah, no, it is.
To be
Because
fair, I'd be freaking out if I found out about this shit too.
Yeah, nah. Honestly, Eve is surprisingly calm about finding out who her parents are.
Yeah.
She's just a
Aoi, on the other hand, does not take it well.
And also finding out that, again, her grandfather's in the mafia.
Yep.
Like, I think if Eve hadn't had dealings with the Mafia, it would have hit her more. But the fact
Yeah.
is, she's had dealings with the Mafia. She's like, yeah, I know this fucking world.
She's so fucking casual about it, though. It's so funny. Like, there's even a bit where she's just like...
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it really changes anything. She's not going to be going to them anyway, because she doesn't give a shit
True.
about them.
I mean, they're probably just going to come to her and offer her to help.
Well,
Based
I
off
mean,
of what we saw in the episode.
yeah, certainly, give oblique help. I don't think they're gonna, offer outright help. I mean, Eve's won their support to get her to pro as quickly as possible now, so they can at least offer that support without it, feeling like it's because of the familial relation.
Mm-hmm.
Eve made a deal, and he's gonna go through on it, so...
Yep.
I didn't quite like that Michael, figured it out immediately and was like, Alan Harvey, you son of a bitch.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, Eve is apparently the spitting image of her mother, so...
But with a foul mouth.
Yep. We wouldn't have her any other way.
Nope.
But yeah, no. Birdie Wing is excellent as per usual.
Yeah.
So, just in terms of the future, I can't remember what Leo's new protege looked like. Was she one of the golfers we saw?
In the OP?
Well, not in the OP, because we saw. Who did we see? We saw Shikishima Reika and somebody else at a golf course. Obviously, Reika is going to be, one of the big obstacles of the season, given she's the top Japanese player. And then the other one, seemed to be her rival in some way. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then
It will be interesting to see what Golf Char is up to.
Okay, Wait, what?
What?
Okay. So, the golfer that was with Reika, I believe is called Momoko Osato. She is
That tracks,
voiced
yes.
by Momoko Osato, who looks
Wait,
like
what?
she is a fucking golfer.
What?
What?
I'm googling this shit. She is a legit
The hell?
golfer. She is a legit golfer.
That's impressive, honestly.
Wow. That's really cool. What the fuck?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, the character's even modeled after the
Yeah.
after the woman.
They look very similar. Yeah. Wait, no,
Yeah.
we've got another same name. Naoki Sekito, who again looks like a golfer.
Leave
That
it to
is-
Bamco to get actual golfers in their golf show.
Look, they're just cross promoting their Gundam shit. Of course, they're gonna promote some golf shit too.
So wait, what are they putting? Where are they putting an actual Gundam in this show, voiced by an actual Gundam?
During the Witch from Mercury crossover, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, that looks like the extent thus far. We will see if we get once we get to actual pro golfers, if it's like, hey, look at all these people who were voiced by themselves.
That is crazy. What the hell?
That
That's
is
fucking
absolutely
great.
wild.
That is great.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine just being a professional golfer, just going, "Hey, you want to be in an anime?"
Yes.
Anyway, we have been talking about Birdie Wing for quite a while now, so
And we could arguably keep going.
we
but
could
Yeah.
arguably keep going, but we should move on to the first of our carryovers. BOFURI, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Season 2.
Poor Frederica. She was not prepared for this.
None of them
That
are
was
prepared
me.
for. None of them are prepared for Maple's bullshit.
Nope. I do love that Sally just tied them onto the Maple Mech, though.
I mean, I really liked episode 11. I thought it was a really good showcase for each of the groups.
Yeah.
Episode 11 was fun. Episode 12 was also pretty fun, honestly.
I mean, that was a good, if it wasn't for that very last scene, I could have seen that as, a going away present for the end of the series sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, they had a bunch of cameos for characters who are definitely important in the future.
Yeah, no,
not only did they tease it in the episode, they posted a visual on Twitter with them as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
fairly,
Season 3 is probably happening.
yeah, fairly sure we're gonna get a season 3.
Honestly, I'd be hyped.
Yeah. But yeah, episode 11. I like that the mooks decided, yeah, we're gonna pull our weight. Walked outside the cave for 5 seconds and then went, you know what? Let's stay in the cave.
No, they got their asses handed to them, which was funny.
But yeah, all of the teams worked really well. I mean, I feel like Payne's group was a bit overpowered. Not just because they had Payne, but like, Kanade and Iz are just like massive damage dealers when they want to be.
Yep.
And then Mercy's just there buffing them to make things even worse.
Yeah, buffing them into the stratosphere.
I mean, that is definitely a group that went the best defense is a good offense.
Yep.
We can't get hurt if we don't let them, do anything.
Yep. Can't get hurt if there's no enemy to hurt you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then obviously, Maple's group did what Maple's group was always going to do.
Complete annihilation.
Again, though, it was nice to see that Maple did actually struggle.
Yep.
And she struggled in episode 12 as well, like massively. She got to low HP.
Mm-hmm.
It was only because her girlfriend healed her that she was able to King Piccolo the big boss.
Yeah.
Nice arc for the secretary with the devs, even if she she made promises that there's no way she can keep.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just a really nice last couple episodes. And then,
Really good finale.
Maple and Sally relaxing by going through every level.
Yep, just going on a nice little date.
Mm-hmm. Even though we're probably going to start season 3 with an ambush. It's fine.
It'll be fine.
It's all good.
Can't wait to see
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Can't wait to see how these ones have been maxed.
Yep. Honestly, it's fun seeing all the min-max builds that they're making. That they've made over the course of the show so far.
But I think we can move on now to it's another rom-com. One that's it's had its ups and downs. We move on to The Dangers in My Heart.
Honestly, I think this is selling into a pretty good mode right now.
So, episode 2 yeah, episode 2 I think was sort of the worst because it had Ichikawa.
Oh yeah, that one scene.
It had Ichikawa at his horniest, and look, I'm just not really down for watching middle school boys get horny. Over middle school girls, which the camera focuses on. So a little rough there.
To be fair, at least it's something age appropriate for the characters in question.
Yeah, I get that it's completely realistic to the age Ichikawa is. He is at the mercy of all sorts of hormones.
Yep.
But nice that he managed to hit that realization of, oh, wait, the reason why I'm so obsessed with this girl is because I have a crush on her. Well, shit.
Yeah, that realization episode 3 was great.
And then episode 4, really how do I want to word this? There are a lot of hints of
Reciprocation.
Reciprocation. I don't know why I was struggling how to pronounce that, but yes, reciprocation.
Yeah, because Yamada is starting to go out of her way to interact with Ichikawa at this point.
I mean, the real obvious one was the one in the fast food joint, where she outright went down the stairs just to talk to him. And it's like, oh, maybe she didn't know that the bathrooms were on the second floor. Come on, dude.
I mean, there is the possibility that she is just that ditzy.
No, not even
I do
she...
like that the series leaves as a slightly open question.
Not even she is that ditzy. Come on.
I suppose that's fair. But I do like that the series doesn't, automatically go with, oh, she's always a dumbass all the time.
No.
But yeah, no, this is just really overall sweet show once you get past all the the weird shit at the beginning of the first couple episodes.
Yeah, it's definitely something that, like, if people said that they didn't want to watch the show because of it, I would understand. It is quite overbearing. But like that, the worst stuff definitely does seem to have been in these first, 2 or 3 episodes. And in terms of the horniness, again, I just can't fault the story for accurately portraying teenagers.
Yep.
Like, I can't fault them for that, I guess. Like, it's not great to watch as a 25-year-old, but, it's
not inaccurate to the age group.
It really isn't. Like, I mean, I completely empathize with Ichikawa just finding the trio of pervy boys, like, awful as well.
Oh yeah, especially that one dude who's really outspoken about everything. It was Adachi.
Adachi, yeah, Adachi.
He's like mentally telling him to shut up every other minute.
Yeah, no, I completely get it. I'm sure if I was in school with that kid, I would have fucking hated him as well.
Yeah,
Definitely seems like
same.
the personality type who is just very easily hateable.
Just absolutely insufferable, yeah. But no, this is a nice show.
Yeah. And
High Dive's got a lot of good picks on the this season. This is the first one on the list that we're covering.
Some good camaraderie with the girls as well, which is quite nice.
I do like that the girls are have a really nice friendship trail amongst them. Like they all look out for each other.
Yeah,
which is nice.
And then we got the stuff with Serena and Kanawia, which is quite nice. Also very funny that they both death glared him when Ichikawa tried to get in on the teasing attempts.
Yep.
That was their thing. He should have read the room.
Yep.
But yeah, the one thing I do kind of want is I do kind of want to see things from Yamada's perspective a bit more. But obviously we are early on.
Yeah, I feel like most of the show is going to be Ichikawa's perspective because that's how it's framed.
But yes, we can move on to our next show. It's the one with the big author. It is Dead Mount Death Play. So
this one's interesting. So the protagonist is basically a necromancer trapped in the real world, and one of the first things he does is accidentally kills an assassin and then brings her back to life.
Wait, what?
Yes.
How do you accidentally kill an assassin?
Well, see, he thought he was still playing by fantasy rules, whereby people are more durable. And he skewered her with a giant bone hand.
Sounds more like he was just a shitty assassin.
I mean, skill issue and all, but at the same time, like, how do you prepare for a fucking otherworldly necromancer?
I'm sure there's a counter somewhere.
But yeah,
again,
first couple episodes...
They need to get good.
Yeah. First couple episodes after the premiere have just been, like, settling into how things are going to be going. And turns out that Misaki now is super strong and will eventually become a vampire after being zombified and resurrected.
Oh.
So she's looking forward to that, for sure.
Yeah, vampires are fun.
Luckily, I've adopted
They
the
can be, yes. Depending on the circumstances, of course. But yeah, this is definitely a Narita joint, because you have a cast full of colorful weirdos bouncing off of each other in interesting ways. Plus, you got occasionally the token straight man, like Takumi over there, the guy with the VR headset. Yes, he's the normal one.
I see.
But yeah, most recent episode actually introduced some supernatural detective types. None of whom are particularly pleasant people, so that's how you know they're cops. But yes, interesting introduction to what will likely be an overarching subplot to the series. Also, the corpse god, the protagonist, has a very interesting perspective on people. Because he sees people as basically worth as much as toys. But he also doesn't like damaging toys. Because he thinks that toys have value as well.
Alright.
Okay.
Toys can make life better and more enjoyable for other people, you know?
So, he wants to have a good time with his toys.
Oh my.
Oh my.
There it is.
Looking for an excuse.
Yeah.
But yeah, also, he and Misaki just tear through a bunch of real assholes, and he winds up just not quite killing them, but putting them to through a fate worse than death for, you know, murdering entire families for shits and giggles. So that's fun. But yeah, this is interesting. This is definitely like Narita stuff through and through.
Cool. I do mean to start it. I just didn't have time. So
I would definitely recommend it. It's definitely one of the most interesting isekai premises I've seen, even though it is a reverse isekai.
reverse isekai tend to be more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, because they have a much more unique spin on the concept.
Yeah.
It's played out wish fulfillment power fantasy bullshit. But yeah. We can move on now.
Okay, moving on to Demon Slayer Swordsmith Village arc.
I'm gonna say it right now. The show is a lot funnier without Zenitsu.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we note that last season that the show was a lot better when Zenitsu was asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't have Zenitsu at all this season.
Yeah. Well, see,
Except,
the
like-
show isn't funnier when Zenitsu's asleep. The show is just better when Zenitsu's asleep.
Yeah,
It's a lot cooler.
yes. But the show is funnier when Zenitsu isn't being used for comic relief.
Yes.
You can hear the air quotes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost enough to make me, want to pick it up again. But then I think,
No way!
You're just looking for every excuse possible to use that soundboard.
yep, I put effort into some of these.
Great. Wonderful, wonderful.
Mhm.
So we get a look at the training dummy, the big fancy one,
Mm-hmm. And,
designed after a certain someone who we'll eventually get to.
yep. Someone who will likely be important at some point. I
Yeah,
wonder why.
yeah, and of course Tokito breaks it because he's too strong, which is exactly what the kid was afraid of.
And also he's a bit of a jackass, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, a bit of a jackass, but he is a competent jackass.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. And then eventually Tanjiro breaks it. Because,
Yes.
of course. But at least he had the kid's permission.
Yep.
And then he finds, ancient sword.
Yep.
But of course it's rusted to shit, because it's an ancient sword that was sealed in a training dummy, so yeah. But then everyone's favorite swordsmith shows up and he's like, hey, I'll fix that up for you. Because apparently he was just getting buffed this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Also, Hitsuki finally attack, and boy oh boy, are they a fun duo.
Yeah. Kind of out of nowhere as well.
Yeah. It just kind of happens.
That's kind of what I like about it. They're just sitting there chilling and then talking. Then all of a sudden they both sense something, and then boom.
Dude just fucking stealthed in there.
Yeah. One interesting little detail is that literally before Tanjiro could move, Tokuto was already about to attack.
Yep.
Which is very cool.
Yeah. I do also like the introduction of the newest breathing style, gun.
Yeah, Genya with his fucking gun.
Uh-huh.
Why wouldn't you bring a gun to a sword fight?
Fair, but it's not really a sword fight because it's demons, and most demons don't really use sword. Whatever. I get what you were going for there, but yeah.
But yeah, the demons tend to be immune to guns unless it's like Genya's weird ass gun.
Yeah, it's a special gun
With special bullets.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's neat. Also, Upper 4 has a really weird gimmick.
The Hydra thing?
Yeah, basically, he splits into multiple personalities.
Yeah. Which, that's fun. You wouldn't want to just see them fighting a cowardly old dude the whole time.
Yeah, no, that'll get real old real fast.
Yeah. So yes, we get it, you're a coward.
Also, we get the body horror demon as well, which is pleasant.
But yeah. Also, I saw people complaining about the CGI in this episode, even though it was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
So
people look for any reason to shit on CGI. You know how that's how it is, Nmbr.
Yeah, it looks weird and out of place. Well, for one thing, it's a demon, so yeah. It's kind of supposed to be a little out of place. Like it wasn't the most perfect CGI, but like it wasn't bad.
It's not supposed to look particularly natural to begin with.
Yeah. But just people being annoying.
I mean, I feel...
Yeah, people being a bunch of pedantic fuckwads, yeah.
I mean, just to actually, go on something I think is a legit criticism, it's indicative of my issue with Demon Slayer, the fact that we have started this fight in the 3rd episode of the season, and these fights are going to continue pretty much to the end of the season.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think we know exactly how many episodes there's going to be, do we?
No, we don't.
I think it was 11 or maybe 10. I don't remember. I don't think we have a confirmed number. But I think I remember hearing something like that.
Let's make a guess then at 11. That means we're going to have, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and probably 10 devoted to the fighting these two. And, all that bullshit that goes on.
To be fair, it's two very different demons with very different styles.
And it does happen all over the place.
I know, but that's still indicative of my issue. Is that we're getting 7 episodes for 7.5, because half of episode 3, as far as I know, was the start of the fight. 7.5 episodes on the fight instead of establishing characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been over the issues with Demon Slayer many times before.
I know, but I have to bring it up.
No, it's a valid criticism.
That's fair.
Absolutely valid. But hey, you know what? I just like seeing pretty fireworks sometimes,
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to just munch popcorn and watch stuff get blown up.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'd be more likely to watch it if I liked Demon Slayer's dub more, but I'm just so used to the sub voices now, it's hard for me to actually watch it.
To be fair, Natsuki Hanai is a good voice actor.
And that's the thing. I do think the sub performances are genuinely very good. The issue is it means I have to, keep my attention on the episode, and I'm just not able to do that with Demon Slayer anymore.
Just
Mhm.
watch the big moments. You'll be fine.
Mm.
Yeah, just watch the Saga highlight reel on Sakugaboro.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, no, you want the voice acting and the
Alright.
music.
I'm
I
sure.
mean, just look up what the good clips are on Sakugaboro and then just watch those parts of the episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll have to, search out some of the clips for the end of season awards.
Possibly.
Oh yeah.
There's one thing Demon Slayer does well, it's the animation and the
Yep.
fights.
But I think we should move on.
Yep.
Yeah, Demon Slayer still Demon Slayer. Good fun.
So we move on to the next Big Shonen Jump offering, which is Dr. Stone New World.
Dr. Stone.
So I've been introduced to Best MB Butler.
Yes. Francois.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, they may not be MB. Fucking Ryusui doesn't know and doesn't care.
Yep.
And everyone
Apparently
else,
they don't care either.
everyone
so,
else is too awkward to ask.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. They're amazing.
Yeah, no, Francois is great. I love them. But yeah, these past few episodes have been really neat.
I mean, I think we have to, talk about that scene at the end of episode 3.
Oh yeah, the Y Man.
Y-Man, which genuinely was so creepy.
Yeah, why, man?
I remember reading that bit in the manga when that first came. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
Ah, why, man?
I think it was improved in the anime because it is actually in Morse code. So you don't
Yeah.
know initially what it's actually saying until Gen is just like it's saying why. And then, you just get that visual as the code just keeps repeating.
Yeah. No, it is genuinely chilling in the anime. It's just, damn. But
Yeah,
yeah,
our
no.
first look at the potential antagonists of the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
On the
Mysterious.
flip side, episode 4 was a bit of a lower key affair, very much a sort of connective episode.
Mm-hmm.
Though I did
Episode 5 looks like it's going to be picking up the pace again.
I did really like the gag at the start where Kohaku is basically like, just leave it to the 4 wise generals and Chrome. The 4 wise generals
Yeah.
and Chrome will sort this out.
I love how Chrome takes offense to that too.
And proves her point.
Yes. No, he does prove to be quite resourceful in discovering basically a metal detector to find iron.
Oh no, I mean that's the thing, he is legit, like really inventive and creative, and can make these connections really well.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think that even if Senku wasn't there, given enough time, Chrome would figure things out. It would obviously go a lot slower, but Chrome would figure it out, I think. Suika has picked up another pet. Sagara,
The boar.
Sagara the boar,
Yep.
which saved the day and found the oil.
Thank God they didn't have to eat the boar. That boar is so cute.
Yep.
So yeah, we're now polluting the environment once more, but it's
Naturally.
had 3,700 years to recover. I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's fine. He'll be fine.
Episode 2, we had Katsuki in full dwarven pimp mode.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Look, he got them duds. He got them that swag.
Well, he had them for a little bit, and then he exploded with joy.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got the Senku copying Einstein picture.
Yep.
Our genius.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the collection of outfits was also very funny, including one that was Freddie Mercury, complete with chest hair. But yeah, I think we can move on to. Again, I don't think this was weekly Shonen Jump. Was it Jump Plus?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Dr. Stone was just Shonen Jump.
Shonen Jump Plus.
No,
are you talking about Hell's Paradise?
Yes, the next show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hell's Paradise is Jump Plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, giving it away, but we move on to Hell's Paradise.
Oh yeah.
Jigo Kuraku.
Yep. I don't know.
You don't know?
don't know?
I'm a little disappointed in parts with this.
I'm quite enjoying this one, honestly. It's good shonen, battle shonen fun.
I have a feeling I know why Mill is a bit disappointed, but continue.
So first things first, it seemed to like have the cast near immediately once they hit the island.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that was like, I don't know, they seemed like they were setting up that Eisen guy as kind of a big deal, and then he just gets murked immediately.
Yeah, to be fair, like the guy he was guarding looked like a fucking monster.
Yeah, he got super wharfed. He got super wharfed.
Did you see today's episode?
I did, yes. And that's why if it hadn't been for today's episode, I would have felt a lot worse about the show.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's more just to establish how dangerous that fucker is. Because, like...
I mean, it's not even that, because my other big issue was what they were doing with Sagiri.
Yeah. Today's episode also helps with that as well,
Yeah,
I think.
because there was a lot of regression from the first episode.
I don't think it was that bad in episode 2, but episode 4 definitely.
Yeah, I feel I wasn't too sure about her at first, but I feel a lot better about her now. I like her a lot more.
Yeah. It helps that we have a couple other female characters on the island as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yuzuriha is,
Though, as noted, both are the, Black Widow type, which isn't massively great.
Well, no, not the other one. Not the other one who's still alive.
What, the cannibal one?
Yeah, no, she's dead.
Dead?
I'm talking about the other one from today's episode.
Oh, yeah, Nuragai. Yeah, Nuragai. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's neat.
Yeah, she's neat.
No, Cannibal Corson dead. Super dead.
Fucking forgot, because, it just...
She got decapitated. How did you forget that?
Yeah,
because
a lot of characters die very quickly in the show, so...
There was a lot of deaths, and quite frankly, I wasn't even entirely sure if that was real or if that was just a projection from what's-his-name.
That's fair, I guess.
Like, I wasn't sure if that was just, like, meant to be, like, oh, this is, I think his name is Kisho, predicting what's gonna happen. Because I was like, they're not going to kill Aizen off that early, are they? And they didn't show up again. I was like, well, they killed him off early.
Yep.
I mean,
weird. They killed him off early just to show just how dangerous some of the convicts are.
I guess.
I do think they killed off a little too many of them at once.
Yeah.
You can kill them all off, but like at least have some of them stick around more.
I do think spreading it out a bit would have worked a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, like these guys are criminals. Like a lot of them are assholes. So it makes sense that some of them would be bloodthirsty. But like
yeah, I mean Gabimaru killing not Benkei off was great.
that was fun.
That was just like. Right, time to get to work. 2 seconds later. Done.
Yeah. Yeah, no, what was I gonna say? There was some interesting stuff in the past couple episodes about, like, the nature of the island and such.
I mean, again, I can't remember how many of them for this was the case, but like how many of them were actually killed by like denizens of the island?
Trying to think. Because I know that one sword dude lost his hand because of one of
Yes.
those bugs.
What's his name? Tamiya. I
Yeah.
I quite like Tamiya because his whole deal is just I just want to get stronger and fuck up that dude who insulted me.
Yes.
If I get pardoned, I'm going straight back to his fucking house and destroying it.
Yes. Exactly.
He's
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
I do like him a lot.
Yeah, he's great. Oh, I know. That one convict that Yuzuriha was experimenting on died because of the island shit.
Yeah, but that was because of Yuzuriha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, there's no guarantee he would have died to the island without Yuzuriha, getting involved.
Yes. But, yeah, I think none of them so far have died to the island's hazards. Not for lack of trying, mind you.
Yeah, I just think it would have established the island just that little bit better, because at the moment they're just sort of, like, running through these creatures. I mean, obviously, what's his name? Tenza and another guy were sent running by the fucking weird tentacle thing.
Yeah.
And that,
And then you get,
and I think...
Oh, I was gonna do this transition earlier, but, speaking of assholes, Genji gets fucking,
Oh, yeah, fuck that guy.
bisected.
Fuck that
Yeah.
misogynist. I'm happy he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he got, like, 2/3 of his midsection torn out by, that one ginormous dude.
Yeah, I estimated about half, but yeah.
Also,
you
I need to point out, how did they not notice him?
He's surprisingly stealthy, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know.
Like
He's-
he might be stealthy, but he's huge. Like
he stepped
he's so big.
he stepped
Yeah.
surprisingly lightly, and they were all
Yeah.
too concerned with themselves.
Yes.
I don't know. It's like they're supposed to be very capable samurai. Like, how how'd they not notice?
I feel like these last few episodes have shown that the Simon are not actually as capable as their reputation makes them out to be.
At least some of them aren't, yeah. I do like the Bandit Brothers, though. They're fun.
I didn't really. I wasn't much of a fan of that segment. I'm not sure why. Like, I just didn't get into that. I mean, I don't know.
I'm a little in the middle. I want to see more of them.
I feel like part of the reason so many characters were killed off so quickly was because the cast was already pretty big as it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, but that's why I also think you can afford to keep a couple of them around. You don't even need to follow them closely. Just
Yeah.
let them do their own thing for a while, and then they'll show up later and be like, "Oh no, you're one of the death row criminals," and you, I don't know, but yeah.
I also don't think that these are going to be the only characters,
Oh,
because
no,
there are
no,
characters
no.
in the OP that we're not amongst the Simon or the convicts.
I mean, that's
Oh, yeah, no, of course,
once I
yeah.
took Kisho's shit seriously, that became very apparent that there are going to be more people sent here, and that
Yeah.
was that was the author's way of basically freshening up the cast every so often.
But it will be interesting to see who else arrives on the island. I
And
do
also
like.
who resides on the island.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, there's a lot of statues. Those don't get made by nature.
Yeah.
Those are not natural. But yeah, of the Asaimon, I do like little blonde dude is pretty neat. With his
Fuchi
Fuchi. His
Yeah.
banter with his dude is fun.
with Tamiya. Yeah.
Senta's fairly nice. And I do like
I like Senta, but I'm also I feel so incredibly worried whenever he's on screen. He feels like he was gonna be the one to get murked
oh,
in
he
surprise.
feels like such fodder.
Yeah.
I was so sure that the eventual ambush was gonna take him out first.
Yeah.
He's in the
glad it
main
was
visual,
Genji.
so I knew he was
Yeah.
gonna stick around for at least a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Then again, I think so is...
Tenza's nice. Tenza's fun. And I do like the blind looking dude, but we haven't seen much with him besides, killing off the Cannibal Kurdistan as she's known. So don't know if we'll see more of him or not.
Yeah.
He is in the OP, so I imagine he will be important.
He's in the key visual as well, yeah.
So we shall see.
Just seem like a fairly decent bet if they're in the key visual and OP. They've probably got a half decent chance of survival.
Or at least
Probably.
lasting through the core, if not
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
show.
Surviving.
Because this is definitely not going to be more than one core. Well, I know this is just one core of NA, but
Yeah.
if they make more of this, it'll be more than one core.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Are you ready?
Mill?
Yeah.
Nope.
Sorry. I was just because I got characters mixed up, so I was looking up the one that I didn't actually recognize in the end.
You piece of shit, we're live!
Okay, what's that one?
That was mine.
Okay.
All right, we can move on then. To Insomniacs after school. This has been a nice chill time.
You thought this was going to be about Insomniacs, but it was actually about astrophysics.
I thought you
I'm
were gonna
just
say it was about Dio. I'm like, shit, does Dio show up? I gotta watch this show.
Kono Diada! That'd be funny.
I don't think
No,
Dio
I-
needs sleep now that I think about it.
He's a fucking vampire. Of course he doesn't. I would recommend you watch the show though. It is fun.
I know it's another one that I've been meaning to get to, but I've been
A lot
I've
of stuff
been
this
busy.
season, huh?
No, I've been playing Star Rail, so
I
that just came out.
call you a goddamn gotcha freak, but I'm also a gotcha freak, so I can't really compare.
I
Yeah.
can call you both gotcha freaks.
Can't.
Yes,
Well,
I don't
f-
fucking give money to gotchas. Not since Black Clover. I'm clean. I'm clean.
Well, fuck you.
I think like 3 years sober at this point.
But yes, this one's fun. I do like the cast of characters, and I do like that they've expanded the cast of characters a
yes,
little bit.
I really like Shiramaru.
Yes, the senpai, she's great.
Yeah, I thought she was really good. I I love that when Nakami was trying to say that she was a loner, he just ends up getting himself with all of the descriptors.
Yep. Just reverse Uno carding himself.
Yeah.
So funny.
And yeah, it was just really nice to see her, smile so often throughout the episode as, Nakami and Magari were, getting really into the photo taking. Then that last part of the episode was just really fucking nice.
Yeah.
Best wing friend Rollo as well, the cat.
Yes. Good cat.
Yeah.
Sweet cat.
But yeah. I mean, we've only got 2 episodes for this thus far to discuss. So
They're pretty low key, to be honest, but I do like that they basically like, hey, we're Insomniacs. We're using the observatory. So you can't really do that, but if you do the astronomy club, If you bring that back, we'll let you use it. Cool.
I mean, if Nakami can figure out what Shiramaru did with continuously taking pictures, then they can just set that fucking camera up and then go to sleep.
Yeah. Well, they don't really go to sleep at night, do they?
No. But yeah, that was also really nice. Like Shiramaru being really worried that she was sending that message, the photo, to
Too late at night.
Too late at night, and then it was just like instant replies.
Yep, that was funny. That was a nice bit.
Hmm.
You don't know what you're dealing with, girl. You don't know that these people don't sleep at night.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a nice show. Very chill vibes. I'm enjoying it.
No, definitely enjoying it. It's not my favorite of the season, but it's definitely
It's a good top 5-7 show of the season, I'd say.
it's a good like chill show to have.
Yeah.
Like I know there's not going to be anything like too dramaful happening.
This is everything you want to call the night to be, isn't it?
It absolutely is. It 100% is. And yeah, I'm really liking the animation and art style as well.
Oh yeah, no, this anime is gorgeous.
Yeah, really working well for me.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll get some Marguerite stuff as well soon.
Yeah,
That's the only downside. But again, it's been 3 episodes. It's not.
It's a bit too early to tell.
Yeah, if we hit the mid season and it still feels like she's very much taking a backseat to Nakami, then yeah,
then we'll begin having issues.
I think there's grounds to complain, but after 3 episodes, I can't complain too much about it. It is too early.
Yeah.
You know what isn't too early though? Our next show, which is one of the carryovers, it's one of my 2 main carryovers. It is the last episode of Ippon Again. This was a good finale.
Again?
Yeah. It's been a while since I watched it, so real glad I went quite in depth on the summary. But this is a really good finale. Went as I expected. Toa lost, but it was a really good match. And they ended up making friends with the what was the name of their fucking school? With that school, I can't remember what their name was. But yeah, not a huge amount I can say because it really. Oh, Tachikawa, that was the name of the school. Sad to see Himeno, end her tenure in the club, seeing as she is I think 3rd year. But she's been invited back whenever she has time, so that'll be nice. I just wish, I could read the manga somewhere. Yeah, I mean, good show. Really, really nice sports show. I'm absolutely, I stand by my decision to give it anime of the season last season. Absolutely stand by it.
All right, good to hear. I'll certainly. I won't make any guarantees I'll watch it, but I'll definitely keep it in mind. Just because I have a lot to watch.
No, absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. But we can move on now to Magical Destroyers.
How do you feel about this show, Jack?
I think Jack may have stepped away. Yes, Jack has stepped away.
Whoa, that was fast.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to
Welcome
linger,
back.
and there was only one episode to talk about.
Yeah,
That's
fair
fair.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I had to step aside. When you're flushing cold out of your system, you get a lot of.
But yeah,
But-
magical destroyers. How you feeling, Jack?
The show is so fucking weird, man.
It's really weird. I did not like episode 3 at all.
Episode 3 was just too much. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Episode 2 was wasn't too bad. It was just like there was this whole weird ass psychosexual drug trip sequence. That was
Yeah,
like,
that was interesting and
Alright.
kind of fun. I'm okay with that.
it was
'cause-
interesting, yes, but it was also very bizarre.
Yes, very
But
much
again,
so.
You generally tend to pair stuff like psychosexual drug trip with the word bizarre. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. I think I'm dropping this one.
I don't know. I want to give it one more, just cause.
I haven't watched episode 4. I don't really intend to.
Yeah, I'll probably watch episode 4, but if that episode's not like holy shit, then well,
Drop.
Another one of yours, number.
Yep.
yep.
Away.
We'll have fun with soundboard.
Oh yes.
But yeah, because there are, because I know it in my gut. This show will eventually just go absolutely fucking insane.
It
but-
already has though.
I know, like even more, like even more. I just know it.
I mean, my
but-
concern is that it's gonna try to reach the level of something like the Gynax days of like peak trigger, and it's going to fall flat on its fucking face when it misses the mark.
Yeah. So like Darling in the Franxx.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch more of this. I just can't
Yeah,
be bothered with it.
And that's absolutely fair. I'm literally just on the verge, but I'll give it one more. And if episode 4 isn't like great, like absolutely amazing, then I'm dropping it.
Like
Because there are things I do like a lot about this show, but
there are some neat things, but this show is just so fucking weird.
yeah, it's yeah, and not in a
Like-
good way. Not like the
yeah.
interesting, cool, weird.
Yeah,
Like
no.
it's not Studio
It's-
Trigger weird.
it's
It's
not
it's just
Golden
it's just
Kamuy
bad
weird.
weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, like there's this whole sequence in episode 3, I think it is, where the girls are just tickling Otaku Hero while he's in his fucking boxers and nothing else. And it's like they're trying to get him
After
off or
tying
something.
him up.
Yeah, no, they just tie him up bondage style. And it's just like, why though?
Yeah, it's literally just why. Yeah, I'll give it one more out of respect for what they're trying to go for, because I respect it. But
You go
yeah.
for it, girl. You can do it. I believe in you. You can
Yeah,
totally,
yeah.
you can totally deal with this.
I'll do it. I'll give it this much. but yeah,
I'm
magical
sorry, I'm tapping
destroyers.
out here though. I gotta tap out here.
I get it. I get you. I kind of wish I was you right now, but
Yeah. You just are being drawn into that temptation.
yeah. But hey, I won't complain about having one less show on my list. So
Yeah. No, this is a loaded season, so it's kind of imperative to drop the stuff that's not working for you.
yeah, it's not helping because it's like there's so many good things this season, and then I watch this, and then it's
Yeah.
like, man, it's not even bad. It's just not good enough to compare to anything else. Even the show we're watching next, which I don't think is amazing, but it's certainly more entertaining.
I'm kind of
Is
tempted to
it,
drop the next
though?
show as well.
No,
Because,
that's fair. But yes, it is more entertaining than this.
because up next we move on to Mashle, Magic and Muscles.
I'm honestly tempted to drop this one as well, if I'm being honest.
I get you. I'm enjoying it just enough to keep up with it at least a bit longer.
Understandable.
I
The music
really liked
does a lot for
liked
me.
the bit where he buried him. That was funny.
That was funny, yes.
That was just like we knew him beating the shit out of that one asshole was gonna happen, but him burying that dude, That's great. That's just
That
good.
was a bit over the top, but that was funny. Yes.
Yes, that was enjoyable.
Yeah, no, this show is just not doing it for me for the most part outside the music.
I get it. That music is really fucking good.
Music is pretty fucking on point with this one.
I don't know why they went so hard with this music. It's just casually just great.
It's Shonen Jump, of course it'd go hard with music.
Yeah, the animation's good too.
Yeah, for the most part it is.
Yeah,
You can see them taking shortcuts here and there, but
yeah, but this was
Nothing
also just episode 3 in particular is a more chill. So
yeah.
yeah.
Like my two biggest problems with this is that the show is mostly very one note with its jokes,
Oh, yeah.
and the cast overall just does not feel very what's the word for it? Not very deep for the most part.
Yeah, but to be fair, our cast is very small at the moment. We still have more characters to meet, but I do get where you're coming from, and I feel like that's not really going to change much.
Mm-mm.
But I'm willing to stick with it at least a bit longer.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. Plus, I kind of like Mash. I don't know why. Even though he's a one note, I don't know. He has a charm about him that I really like.
He's not bad. He's far from the worst Conan protagonist.
Yeah.
We already
He's very
know who
genuine, and I like
Yes.
that.
we already know who the worst shonen protagonist is.
Who?
Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins, probably.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I often forget that is a show that exists.
I am so jealous of you.
Well, I never had to suffer through watching it, so.
That's fair. I think one of the AniTubers is planning on doing a roast of it, which, you know what? Go
Ooh.
for it.
Ooh.
Oh, Mother's Basement, that's who it is.
Oh yes, you're right. I remember seeing that tweet. Yes,
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
Oh, it will be.
I look forward to that. But yeah, Mashle's not bad. I'm enjoying it well enough, but I can totally understand why Mill did end up dropping the manga and why Jack will likely end up dropping the show.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it just enough. So.
Yeah.
But we can move on.
We can move on then to It's the Best Sports Show. It is Mix Meisei Story Season 2.
You say it's the best sports show, Mill, but it's not Birdie Wing.
I said what I said.
Ooh.
Shots fired, I guess.
I almost want to throw hands, but Mix is really, really good.
It is. I just love all the fucking fourth wall breaks. They're so funny.
Yeah, this does fourth wall breaks really well to the point where it's like it doesn't feel like it forced.
Yeah.
It's always amusing. Don't interrupt the flashback. That's so funny.
Like at one point it had one of the characters complaining about how hard rom-coms are to write, and people complaining saying they have a formula if their stories are even a little similar.
One of my favorites is in season 1, where Toma just out there yells, "The Mix anime is airing right now to favorable reception."
Yeah.
That was so funny.
The one thing.
Also, he has a poster of the Mix key visual in his room.
Yep. The one thing I will say is, Mix, you had no right killing that dog.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up. Why'd they do that?
Yeah.
Why'd you kill a dog? Like, well, I'm glad to finally know what the beef is between the bros, but it's like, what the fuck?
There is some real dysfunction there.
Yeah, but I understand the hatred now. I'd hate my brother too if he killed my dog.
He didn't do it on purpose, to be fair.
I know, but still.
Like, I completely understand where Akai the Younger is coming from, but
Yeah.
I don't think we should fully blame Akai the Elder for this.
Yeah.
He should have tied a better knot. He absolutely should have tied a better knot. That is
Yeah.
the thing that he absolutely should apologize for.
That poor fucking puppy.
Yeah.
This show can get weirdly dark sometimes.
Yeah.
Kind of out of nowhere.
Haruka has brought about the end of the rhythmic gymnastics club.
That's hilarious. Also considering in the opening where she's still doing rhythmic gymnastics.
But it was just that, like, it took me a second to remember, Haruka, retracted her request to Otome to look for more people to join the team, and then suddenly the team has disbanded because of lack of members. Oh,
That's a little fucked up, but that's also pretty funny.
Yeah, she did that on purpose. And here I thought it might be Otome joining the baseball team as a manager.
She could do it.
Yeah.
She absolutely could do it.
Oh, she absolutely. She would be very good at it. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she could take Oyama's job at this point. Though he's apparently doing a really good job.
Yeah, he's good.
Like that is definitely an emphasis of the show of, these people are pitiable, but at the same time they are actually doing some good work.
Yeah, they're pitiable, but they're definitely capable.
Yeah. This is a show with a really good amount of nuance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, case in point, Nikaido returns from the first season.
Oh yeah. His dad fucking's dead.
Yeah. I like that we got told this through Tadashi basically, like, this is why everybody hates us now. What, because you told everyone Nikaido had died? Because I thought you said that he died!
That's... Huh?
Didn't you say you saw him go into the hospital and that he looked dead tired? I don't think I said dead. And then we got the... Did you watch today's episode?
I did, yes.
And we got this really weird dude who won the fucking lottery.
Yeah, I think I know who this guy is, but I won't say, because that'd be pretty huge if I'm right. But I have a hunch. But yeah, this dude just sulking around the school. Apparently he may have memories of Meisei and baseball. Ooh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's clearly a connection there. I just don't remember enough to really connect that dot. Also, man, I was real worried they had Otome get hit by a car. Genuinely worried.
Nah, I it should be fun.
Brooklyn strikes again.
She would have been Isekai, and then we get the Otome spin-off.
Oh god. Adachi's way of getting out of the sports manga business.
Nah, Isekai is where it's at. That makes the most money.
It's still turned into a baseball rom-com, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we've got Akai the Younger and Nishiki now joining the team.
Very cool. I'm very happy about that.
Oh, again, another thing that took me a couple of minutes to really suss out. The the fact that Nishiki and Tadashi saw the old coach in the same episode that we found out about Nikaido's dad dying.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it took me a couple of seconds to make that connection of, oh, that's why he was there. That's why he came in from Hokkaido.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Good on you, Mix.
Yeah.
Doing things so even me, the idiot, can understand them, even if it takes me a couple of minutes to figure it out. But yeah, it does look like Kensho is going to be the big team to beat this season.
Yep. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think we can move on now to it's another big sequel. We move on to Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury Season 2.
Glad to see Bob doing well.
He's straight up not having a good time right now.
Well, he's a little better now, but
Yeah. I don't think anyone is really having a good time right now with the whole terrorist attack on the school thing.
yeah. Those aren't fun. I'm surprised they killed her off.
Sophie, yeah, no. That was kind of surprising. I thought she'd be sticking around for longer, but
Yeah.
god damn. This is
Yeah.
Gundam. These shows have teeth.
Yeah, bit of a shame, but
Yeah.
I guess if you want to motivate her sister, then sure.
Yeah. Also, like, it got so serious. Cecilia stood up for the first time in the fucking show.
Yeah,
But seriously,
finally.
seriously though, the attack on the school is like the signifier that shit's getting real now.
Yeah, shit's getting real. Ugh.
Because if the last season's finale wasn't enough, we're in it now.
Mm-hmm. And then we get an entire Earthian episode focused a bit on Bob and
Yep.
what he's been up to, being a hostage.
Yep. And he's just not having a good time right now.
Yeah.
Though to be fair, I don't think any of the people on Earth are having a good time right now.
No, everyone on Earth is kind of just suffering.
Wow,
Yep.
that's quite relatable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what makes this extra fun is this is I think this is the first episode we have where there's no Soletta.
Yeah, there was no Soletta.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah,
We do
that
get
is weird.
Miorine, but that's like just in the post-credit scene, I think.
A little bit before.
Yeah.
Just for a second, like, what is Quiet Zero? And then
Yeah.
and then the post credits is the dude explaining what Quiet Zero is. Also, yeah, apparently her dad isn't entirely the shithole we thought he was.
No, he's just mostly a shithole.
Yeah, which was kind of expected, but
Yeah.
he has his reasons at least.
I do appreciate that they're making him a complex, nuanced individual rather than just a cartoony, two-dimensional, fuck you, I'm evil type person.
Yes, of course. Right now he's a vegetable, though. So
Yes.
yeah.
But yeah, it turns out that people are complex and do things for reasons most of the time. Not all the time, though. Sometimes they're just assholes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nika's also going through it right now.
Yeah.
Getting the absolute shit kicked out of her. Not that I can entirely blame Noria, but she's also being a bit of a hypocrite. Both, the whole, your sister died because she was part of a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
It's not exactly Nika's fault.
Yeah. She didn't want any of this.
Yeah. She was trying to stop you from doing this.
Yeah. Also, with the way Sophie is, like, she was gonna die that way anyways.
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
She was going to go out in some sort of Leroy Jenkins
Honestly, this
fashion.
is probably the way she wanted to go out.
Yeah, probably. Oh shit, we didn't talk about the big reveal about Eri.
Oh, yeah. I mean, mostly just because we kind of saw it coming. But yeah.
Yeah.
Eri is the aerial Gundam.
It's powered by a Forsaken Child?
That
But yeah.
robot is the Forsaken Child.
But yeah, Prospero is fucking terrifying. What the fuck did
Yeah.
she do?
Pretty insane.
Yeah.
But that also draws the question, what is Suletta then?
Yeah, what is Yeah, because
We do know that clones exist in this world, so
it is curious, and I imagine we'll find out more as the tour goes on.
yeah. But Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, this show does not have a good track record for the parents, it turns out.
Are all the parents shitty?
All the ones who are living parents with living children, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
Because
they're all kind of shitty. Damn.
the non-shitty parents are either dead or they have dead children. Damn, there are no happy families in this show.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Witch for Mercury's fun.
Yeah, it's fun times. Happy fun times. Just a light-hearted Space Yuri series. Nothing to see here.
Sounds
Yeah.
really fun and really cheerful.
Yeah.
You should watch it, Mel. You definitely have a blast.
Nope, too late. We're, what, 15 episodes in? Nah, it's too much.
Mel, you binged a lot longer shows.
I know. But to be fair, most of those shows that I binged that were a lot longer, I think they were mostly during the pandemic when there wasn't much seasonal for me to watch.
Actually valid.
That's how I was able to binge all of Haikyuu. It's because it was during that spring season where like 90% of the stuff got delayed.
Oh yeah,
I gotta binge all of Haikyuu. Oh god.
I recommend it. It's a very good show.
I know. It's just it's so long.
No, I understand.
You say that as someone who watches One Piece.
Hey, shut up.
But yes, Witch for Mercury continues to be very good. We are definitely in for more suffering and more fun Yuri, Space Yuri stuff. So,
Speaking of suffering,
no, not much suffering.
yeah, no, this actually shows suffering.
No,
Clearly,
this show is the story of a sunshine child making friends.
yeah, that's suffering.
And it is wonderful because we move on now to my clueless first friend. This is so good. I love this. Nishimura is gonna pass out at some point.
Yeah,
She is blushing that much. Like,
just how does she handle all that heat coming to her face?
I don't know. Takeda is such a sunshine child, but I can't even call it outsmarting because he's not outsmarting them. He's just outdumbing them.
Yeah, no, he's just arguing against them in their own
He's using
manner.
their words against them, and it's great.
Yeah, that is.
Like, you know, Kitagawa, like, again, in the first episode, Takeda is like, either Nishimura is the Reaper, which is the coolest thing ever, or she's a human, and everyone has been real fucking shitty about her.
Yeah.
Which one are you gonna choose? She's the Reaper. Cool! She's the coolest person ever then.
Damn it!
And he just keeps doing it to this guy, and it's great.
Yep. It's his own damn fault
Yeah.
for being like that.
hmm
Got no one to blame but himself.
Though, to be fair, Nishimura, with the drawing their favorite word thing, she brought that one on herself.
Yes.
Accidentally picking Takeda's first name.
Yes.
What else? Hino is great. Love him.
He's a fun little lad.
Like he's, he's fucking his stuff is dumb but funny. Like
Yeah.
he's just obsessed with tank tops, and you know what? Good for him.
Good for him.
I like how he said that the reason why Takeda got a cold is because his shoulders were too covered.
Yeah.
He really needs to try out the sleeveless look.
Which is, not how it works.
No,
but,
it's pretty much the opposite of how it works.
Indeed.
And then Takeda wanting to write a love letter to Nishimura's coolness. Like, and then worried because he can't fit everything he likes about it into one letter.
That's also really sweet.
It is. This is all really sweet, even if, again, Nishimura will pass out eventually. There's no way she can send that much blood to her cheeks and not pass out at some point.
Yeah, nope. Definitely.
But, yeah, I'm watching the dub for this and really enjoying the dub. Again, I think there's been a couple of points where I've checked the sub and it's been a little bit of a disappointment in how sort of somewhat bland the line is compared to the dub, but this one worked.
That's how it often is, unfortunately.
This was 1-to-1 and I'm really happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, there's who isn't interested in the supernatural in tank tops? Also, worried or like getting upset because he wanted to write tank top as his favorite word, but he realized it was 2 words. He still wrote it though. I think he just put a hyphen in there. But like
That's just cheating.
How old are they? I'm really not sure.
They're 5th graders, I believe.
Fifth
So like 10
graders.
or 11.
10 or 11. Yeah, I think you can get away with it with that age. But yeah, no.
Yeah, probably.
Really enjoying the show. Absolutely looking forward to more. Looking forward to the next episode tomorrow. So now we can move on to the Suffering Show. Because now we move on to My Home Hero.
Haven't fun yet, number?
The dead body cover up continues as this lovely couple just continues to bullshit their way out of the mafia finding out they killed the head dude's fucking kid. Okay. So one dude who's been spying on this couple the whole time, he kind of just starts taking his own action, and because he's really fucking suspicious of these two, because he found out that they're lying because they told this lie that about their daughter having a stalker. And when they investigated that rumor, they found out that she doesn't have a stalker, but because her daughter found out that they were asking about a stalker, that's how they catch on to like, oh shit, they're onto us. So eventually, the father is just straight up kidnapped, and he goes through it, and he thinks he's at the top of some building in the city, but it turns out they just faked it. It's the top of some, like, towards the ceiling in some warehouse or whatever. It's not that high up. But yeah, just threatening to get information out of them because they still have no idea that this dude is dead. And they just want to know what the fuck happened. And eventually, because of some forward planning, they managed to continue to bullshit their way out of it. And he strikes a deal to be like, hey, I'll help you. I don't know where he is, but I'll help you find him. And that's where we're at now. So I don't know how they're gonna bullshit their way out of this because the dude's dead. So how do you plan to resolve this? Also, he said that if they don't find him within like a few days or whatever, he's gonna kill them. So yeah,
Well, that's a bit of a problem. You could even say it's a bit sad.
it's okay.
That one was a little forced.
I know. I wanted to use a sad trombone, damn it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. 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 But yeah. Good. It's been interesting. Not a lot. It's only been like one episode since I last talked about it, but it's been pretty interesting so far. I am enjoying it. Very curious to see what this dude's planning. Because reminder, he's just an ordinary salaryman who just happens to like detective novels. So, but yeah,
and everyone knows you can get away with murder if you read detective novels.
Yeah. To be fair, he's read like hundreds and hundreds of them. He's obsessed with them, and he's probably done research. So
those are like literally the show How to Get Away with Murder or something.
Kinda, a little bit, but hey, the murder was kind of justified. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying this. I still have minor issues with it, like sometimes just with the logic here and there, and animation uses some shortcuts sometimes. Doesn't particularly look great, but otherwise, it's a good time, and depending on how you use the word "good," I'm being entertained. But yeah, we can move on.
Okay, we will move on then to my love story with Yamada-kun at level 999.
Have you all seen today's episode or no?
No,
I didn't have time.
No?
No, because I thought we agreed the cutoff point was going to be Hell's Paradise, or maybe Galaxy Next Door.
Right. I watched the anyways because I have no patience, but that's just a me problem.
So, really liked episode 2. I thought that was a really good one.
Which one was that again?
So that one, first meeting with Rurihime, and the necklace stuff, and Akane turning Yamada's incredibly blunt, like, telling off, I guess, about the guild storage, turning it into advice for life and getting rid of all the clutter. And then, after drinking, turning up at his house. Which, you know what, I understand. If I was in his position, I probably would have been close to calling the cops as well.
Yeah.
That one was pretty out of line.
Hard to blame him, honestly.
Episode 3 was decent, I think. Starting to really get more into the gaming now. Talking with Ruri a lot.
Gamers.
Where it lost me is Akane started episode 4 having not figured out who Rurihime actually was.
Yeah, that was a little weird. It's like at that point you should have known by now.
Cause like
What? No, clearly Rurihime is a girl. A guy
Clearly.
in real life.
Eita literally called her the nickname Rurihime uses. Like,
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
no, I'm not going after you. I'm going after the show and Akane, because this is suicidal amounts of dumb.
I mean, again, this is Akane. Akane is very clearly established to be an absolute disaster of a person.
There's probably some fake ass denial there, so
I guess. I also, to be fair, I don't think I'm supposed to, but really don't like Runa.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, not at this point.
yeah, Runa kind of sucks.
I'm also
That is very much deliberate.
I'm also not 100% sure how I feel about Eita, so
I mostly like him, but he's a little
I feel like episode 5 will answer some of your problems there.
all right.
cool.
Takuzo is great though.
Yes.
Yes.
He's wonderful.
He just
Yes,
he just,
he's delightful. I like him a lot. He's just there to have a good time.
he just wanted to know what people wanted to order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all this drama.
He's a sweet dude. He's a
Yeah.
sweet dude.
He's great.
I absolutely will not blame Akane for not realizing that Runa's invitation is, bullshit. That one I get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good. It's going to be awful, and it's going to be cringy, as large parts of this show has been. But
oh no.
A lot of this show is secondhand embarrassment on Akane's behalf. Let's be real.
Akane, no.
Akane, you poor woman.
is
You need to learn how to get your life together. Come on.
has it been the worst show for that for me, or
There are definitely worse ones.
Dangers in My Heart was pretty bad. I did have
Yeah,
to...
because you can see a little bit of your teenage self in Ichikawa if you were ever at one point a horny teenage boy.
So
Which is a vast majority of teenage boys.
So there's been some muting and covering of screens there, but I think Yamada-kun is the other big one.
Yeah. At least this season. There are other seasons where it's been worse.
Oh yeah. God, I can't imagine trying to get through Bocce fresh nowadays.
Oh god. Which one?
Hitori Bocce.
Yeah, oh god. Poor Bachi.
Like
I love.
Don't
When are we
forget
getting
about
season 2?
I love Hitori Bocce, but at the same time, I was struggling to get through it. When it first came out. If I had to try and do it again, if I had to do it blind again, like having let's be real, gone through some pretty traumatic mental health years. I'm not sure how well I would be able to, I would have to be stopping it quite often.
Honestly, I think part of your problem with Hitori Bochi was you tried to binge it.
No, I didn't try and binge it.
Oh no.
That was when we were doing FMK, and I was actually able to watch stuff week to week.
Right. Someone else tried to binge it, I think, and it was very rough for them.
I think it might have been Gen.
I think it was Gen, yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, no, this is not a show you watch in a binge. You watch this week to week.
Because I think he took over for me in the last couple of weeks, or last week or two of FMK, because I was in Japan at the time.
Right.
Okay, you just love talking about that, don't you?
I do. I absolutely do. If I could find more ways to bring it up, I would. Sorry, but I really enjoyed that trip. But yeah, so similar to Dangers in My Heart, this is another show where I kind of want to see the other side of the romantic equation.
Yeah, The thing with Yamada, this Yamada too, is like he's very, very non-expressive.
Yes, but he doesn't say a lot verbally. It's his actions that really,
Yeah.
are really making it clear, because he is very expressive through his actions.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he was willing to, speak up and ask for introductions before Akane put her foot too far in her mouth. You know, uh, he left when he realized he was making her uncomfortable, even though it wasn't anything he did. It was all Akane. But yeah, this is a show that I'm actually sort of hoping that the romance takes a little longer to properly develop.
Uh-huh. I mean, they seem to be taking their time with it, which I appreciate.
I mean, Akane is speedrunning this shit, but
Video game term.
but yeah, I'd really like Yamada to be out of high school by the time they get together.
Mm-hmm.
That's we can only hope.
We can only hope.
But yeah, absolutely not a bad show. Just elements of it that I'm like
Painful
and again, as I said, I'm not a fan of a couple of these new characters. Obviously, Takuzo is great. Use Takuzo more.
Yes.
And obviously the somewhat convolutedness of them all being in the same city.
I mean, it makes sense for a Japanese MMO, at least. Somewhat. Because of Japan's general population density, but
yeah,
it does seem a bit convenience.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's enough connections there. The fact that Eita and Yamada are friends, and obviously Runa is Eita's sister. Takuzo could just be a nice coincidence.
Yeah.
I also don't know, what sort of server situation they have.
Yeah.
If this is a Japan only game, maybe it is a case of it's city or prefecture servers, which would make being in the same place a lot easier to manage. But
also, I think it was it might have been mentioned here that there are other members of the guild.
Yes,
I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, they've absolutely said the guild is a lot bigger, and that this is it just happens to be those four who are able to meet up often or semi often.
Yeah.
Also, that one dude interested in Akane who tried really hard to get her references.
Yeah.
Failed miserably, but he gave it the good college try.
You know what? He tried. Good for him.
He lost that war before he even knew he was fighting it, but
Right.
That's a funny way of putting it.
But yeah, I think we can move on now. To it's the big one. It is One Piece.
Yeah. Man, these episodes have been bangers.
I am not currently caught up on the anime, so.
So right now they are less than 10 chapters away from 1044.
So less than 10 episodes away.
So we will be covering 1044 around this time next season, probably. Or the adaptation thereof. Actually, no, we might well get it in the finale stream.
That's a gorgeous screenshot.
Oh yeah, no. That is just absolutely wicked. They did a lot to make Big Mom extra intimidating here. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now they're currently bouncing back and forth between Sanji versus Queen and Zoro versus King and Kid-in-Law versus Big Mom. Because those are the only fights that are ongoing besides Luffy versus Kaido. Everything else going on is the peripheral stuff like Hiyori showing back up again and the stuff with Kazan Bo and all that shit.
And the ninja fight. Don't forget the ninja fight.
Oh yes, the most epic ninja showdown of all time. Better than anything ever put to page in Naruto.
Yeah.
I of course mean Raizo versus Fukurokuju.
Mm-hmm.
The best fight in the whole manga.
100%. I'm so sad that the tier list didn't include that fight. I would have been so happy to put that in that tier for
Oh, then that tier list is worthless then.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Nmbr. It's a failure as a tier list, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're in the deep shit in Wano right now.
Mm.
We're in the end game.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
All right, then I think we can move fairly quickly on to our next show, which is Oshi no Ko. So Aqua's kind of the worst. Well, not the worst.
He's supposed to be kind of an asshole. That's kind of the
he's
point.
not great because he's controlling Ruby's life.
I mean, you kind of understand where he's coming from given what happened with their mother.
I guess.
But at the same time, he is going a bit excessive about it.
He's going about it in a very dickish way.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kana is the greatest. She's
Kana
amazing.
Kana is good. I like Kana.
She's just constantly getting roasted. It's so unfortunate, but so funny.
That's what happens when you lick baking soda.
It's a bit of a pun that gets lost a tad in translation, but it's still very funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very funny. Just the reactions to the terrible acting in the TV show.
Yeah. This is why models don't normally do acting gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just watching Aqua walk away and just start flipping through the manga, just like, okay.
Was it supposed to be this bad? Hold up, look at the source material.
Yeah.
Also, you might recognize that manga that they're talking about.
Yeah, it was in Kaguya, wasn't it?
It was in Kaguya. Yep. Season 2, it was mentioned as something that I believe Shirogane and Ishigami were reading and crying over.
Oh shit! Really? Wow.
Yep. Yeah, these
Wow.
Kaguya and Oshinoko take place in the same universe.
That's crazy. I actually had no idea. That's such a great callback.
Yeah, there is actually a more there are actually some more definitive connecting tissues here and there, but the biggest one is only in an extra chapter in the manga.
Wow.
And I won't spoil it. But yeah, no, I do absolutely love the banter Kana has with Ruby and Aqua. It's absolutely great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ruby, I also really just like her. She's fun.
Ruby's fun. She's destined for disappointment though in the idol industry, but she'll have to find that out for herself.
Mm-hmm.
At least she's in a good agency.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do appreciate that Aqua was able to make that compromise of, yeah, as long as it's in the hands of someone I trust like Miyako, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because,
I mean, again, it's sort of iffy in that it's not like he asked Miyako to do this, he manipulated her into it, but...
On the one hand, yes. On the other hand, like, it was probably the only compromise that would work to get, like,
No, I'm
to
not.
make everyone happy with the result.
I'm not questioning the results. I'm questioning the method he chose to do it.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Because again, it's not like he was like, okay, I realize I'm not going to be able to stop RWBY forever. How about
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know, you be her production studio. No, it's it's a case of he puts the idea in her head and pokes her towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very shitty and manipulative and controlling, but he does just want the best. So
He's shitty, but he's well intentioned.
yeah.
The road to hell is paved with those.
Yep. Oh, you have no idea.
Looking forward to seeing Aqua embarrassing all of these fucks next episode though.
Oh, it's
Oh,
gonna be
I
great.
love the end shot of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about the OP for this one? Because, hot damn.
I've seen it too many times.
It's just so good.
It's incredibly well made.
Well, both the version in the anime and especially the music video.
Yeah, the
they
actual
made.
music video is great
Yeah.
too. The ED is great too.
Yeah, the EDs are also really good. I'm not shocked though. Like,
yeah, no.
All right,
this
just give me a second. Just got to note something down. So, best OP for Jack Nmbr. Idol by
Okay.
Look.
Oshinoko.
Okay. Look, I won't make any guarantees, but it's probably at least gonna be runner up.
Yep. No.
But to be fair, there are so many good OPs this season.
There
this is a
really
good season
are.
for OPs.
There really
There's
are.
so many.
Mhm.
It's actually ridiculous.
There is actually one OP that I think might dethrone Oshinoko, and it's actually the next show we're going to be talking about.
Oh, interesting.
That's ridiculous. What makes you think? Oh, huh?
You haven't watched this one, have you?
No.
I would recommend it, but we'll talk about that once we're done with Oshinoko, because there is still, like...
I mean,
I do like that this one just keeps diving into the nitty-gritty of the entertainment industry in Japan.
Yeah.
Just, like, how messy and very backstabby it can be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think you needed to add the qualifier Japan there.
You're not wrong, but it is important to qualify it with the locality in which it takes place, because there are little differences here and there.
Yeah, there are definitely aspects of it that definitely would only happen in Japan. Although a lot of things, there's a lot of overlap.
There's a lot of overlap, but you're not going to get, like, a bunch of male models starring in a shitty manga adaptation in, say, Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna make it happen. Hold up. I'll be the first one to make one in America.
Nmbr, I didn't know you had connections in Hollywood.
Well, there's a lot you don't know.
No wonder she can spend so much on gachas.
Okay, shut up. I don't spend that much in gachas anymore.
Anymore.
Look. I've recovered mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I still play them, but I don't spend
Mm.
much anymore.
But
yeah, I'm gonna make the assumption that this Kaburagi dude isn't actually Ai's baby daddy, because that would be way
No.
too easy.
This would be a really short manga if he was.
Yeah.
No, it's. I know who it is, but I'm not going to say who it is. But it's not Kaburagi now. But yeah,
We'll find out eventually.
Oshinoko, really good.
Yeah.
I think we can,
Next week we'll get some good acting for once. Thank God.
I think we can move on then to the objectively better show, We move on to Otaku Elf.
How would you know if it's objectively better or not? You haven't watched it.
I don't know, just instinct.
This show is really fun, though. I really like it. It's just like just the right blend of comedy and just very heartfelt stuff, while also just being very cute.
So the
Also-
OP is really good, huh?
The OP is really good.
I'll have to check it out then.
You really do. The OP is legitimately really great. But I honestly, I would really recommend this show. Like, of the ones you said you're not watching this season, what was it? Dangers of My Heart, Insomniacs, and Otaku Elf. Oh, you're just not watching much on High Dive, are you?
High Dive's kind of a pain.
It kind of is.
I get it. I get it.
That's nothing against the shows. It's just kind of a pain.
Yeah.
And also, I often forget what's on it, so...
But honestly, of those three shows, I think this one's the best.
Fair. I might watch it, maybe, possibly. I make
So-
zero promises. I'm
wait,
very
so-
busy.
Did you just say Otaku Elf is the best show on High Dive this season?
No, I said of the ones that Nmbr has skipped on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn,
So
I-
of the three of Insomniacs After School, Dangers of My Heart, and Otaku Elf.
Damn, I thought I had a gotcha there.
No, it might be. It's hard to say. They aren't really directly comparable. But yeah, no, this one's a very fun one. Most recent episode just introduced another elf character, who
Oh.
is
There's more than one elf?
yeah, but she's very different from Elda. Elda is very much like a hikikomori otaku type who does not deal well with going out in public or talking to strangers. Yolda, the other elf, she is the exact polar opposite. She's very well traveled and she is very outgoing. So but they also have a little bit of a rivalry going, which is also very fun to see. And they've been trying to beat each other in tic-tac-toe for 400 years. They have made an annual tradition out of playing what is basically tic-tac-toe, and they didn't realize how easy it is to get a fucking draw in tic-tac-toe. They have 399 draws.
Yeah, tic-tac-toe be like that.
Yep. Yeah, this is just a really fun show. It's got some really cute stuff in it. It's got a nice balance of comedy and heart, and it's kind of hard to talk about in detail just because a lot of a lot of it is gags,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to describe gags is difficult without not sounding funny.
Yeah, without over-explaining them, and then it once you explain them, it just doesn't sound as funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You have to see them happen.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would honestly recommend this one. It's very fun.
Okay.
All right, then I think we can move on to our next sequel, which is Ranking of Kings: The Treasure Chest of Courage. So it was nice to get to see how Anne joined Healing's party.
Yeah, that was
that
really
was neat.
cool.
Yeah. So the weird thing about the show is how just it does feel a bit disjointed because it's just a bunch of side stories from or connective tissue from the previous
Yeah.
run of Ranking of Kings. So there is a bit of disjointedness here and there, but on the other hand, it is very nice to see these characters again
Mm-hmm.
and get some context for some stuff here and there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also just learn more about some characters as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just I didn't need another reason to like Healing, but now I have one.
Healing is just the best.
Yeah.
It was great that she just completely bullshitted that bandit leader.
that was
that's
amazing.
so good. That's so
That's
good.
perfect.
That's low key brilliant.
Yeah.
It was also very good, that first segment in episode 2. Boji and Kage like, oh look at all this damage done by the wild beast. Oh, hello, three sirs. Did you protect this family from the wild beasts? Well, you're such good people.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the family is in the
that's-
background going, no, they're bandits, for fuck's sake. Listen
Yep.
to us.
I really liked the bit with the mysterious forest and all the weird animals.
Yeah, that was
really cool.
Yeah.
Just another interesting element in this world.
Mm-hmm. And then a nice little bit of bonding between Boshi and Daida.
I loved that. I love how
Yeah.
those two were just regular brothers.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
It was so sweet.
Mm-hmm. I also like how Boji just looks like exactly the same as he did when he was tiny. We already kind of knew that, but it's just funny to see.
We don't know how old Baji is, I don't think.
Yeah, but it is funny.
Yeah,
that was really sweet.
No,
Mhm.
it's a pretty sweet show, but I don't think there's a really huge amount really to say.
It's not
about
super substantive, unlike the
Yeah.
predecessor.
it.
No, but this is, like you said, all side stories that just kind of just connect some dots
Yeah.
occasionally, and also just add more to the characters in the world, which that's always good to see.
Yep.
Okay, I think we can move on to it's another one of our carryovers. It is Revenger.
I called it.
Yep. Also, I'm so glad that line was 1-to-1 with the sub.
Yes.
Like I in the dub, I think I'm getting too old for this bullshit. I was like, oh please be in the sub. Went and checked it. Oh, thank you God! Finally, a Revenger sub. You have not let me down.
Yes. Also, I love that it's a blatant reference to, I think it was a Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. I mean,
But,
fucking Kurama bisected him.
yeah, through the fucking rib cage.
Yeah.
Like, shoulder across to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of metal kills, though, I do love how Dr. Swolbod just...
Murakami transfixing that sniper.
Yeah, no. Shoulder to ass. Just all the way through. And it's like, ha, your weapon can only go in a straight line. Basic bitch.
Urabuchi loves that kind of archery shot, because it happens in Thunderbolt Fantasy as well.
I'm not shocked.
Of an archer firing up into the sky and it just arching over and dropping down.
But yeah, I do love him calling the sniper a noob for only being able to fire in a straight line.
Yeah. I did like the stuff with Soji in episode 11.
Yeah, that was neat.
And the fact that Kurama 100% knew that Soji was trying to kill him and didn't blame him one bit.
Mm-hmm. I do find it fascinating that he was stuck in that moral dilemma.
Mm.
That him, out of all the Revengers, was the one who was most torn up about it too.
Mm.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see that. Yui wound up getting the hairpin from
Usui, yeah.
Yeah, Usui. And how she reacted to it.
And it is, it is somewhat of a, fairly complex moral problem for Usui, because he knows that it's his reporting of the facts that led to this, bitten gold.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and he reported the facts just without the context that would, alleviate the issue.
He didn't report
Because he didn't
the
have
full-
that context when he talked to Yui.
Yeah, he didn't have it. And once he learned it, it was like, this
It was too late.
Yeah, too late, and well, what to do, really? He made the decision he thought he could live with.
I do find it both sad but also poetic that even after all that, Karima winds up dying anyways.
It was very much expected,
Yeah.
I was 100% betting on somebody dying in that raid. So the fact that nobody did, and it was just a case of, well, again, the point is that everybody else had lives outside of this job.
Mm-hmm.
When I say job, I don't mean being a revenger. I mean this particular job. Soji had Hana and her family. Usui had his faith. Murakami had his work. Neo didn't really have anything, but Neo is kind of,
young still.
Young and sort of a sociopath, so.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as Kurama got his revenge, didn't satisfy him. He still had the guilt of killing his future father-in-law and causing the suicide of his fiancée.
Mm-hmm.
That was why Neo noted that his paintings hadn't changed.
Mm-hmm.
And I fully expected Sute to come back because after Kurama chucked the seppuku blade at him or stabbed him with it, I can't remember exactly what it was.
He yeeted the blade at him.
Yeeted the blade. The shot lingered on Sute far too long for him not to play a role later on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that lingered on him, so you could see that really resentful look.
Yep.
And Jesus Christ, why was Shishido's death so fucking brutal?
Because he deserved it.
I guess, but it was bad enough that Usui gave him the gold leaf facial, but
Hold on.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's it's the fact that he fell off the balcony head first, landed head first, and his head just explodes.
Yep.
Also, poor tiger.
Yeah.
Felt bad for the tiger. It didn't deserve that.
Yeah, it didn't. At the same time, though, with regard to Shishido, he very clearly painted himself as the worst kind of person.
Oh no, he absolutely was the worst kind of person. He deserved death.
Yes. And he got it in gruesome fashion.
Yeah. This was a smug snake getting what's coming to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fully cathartic. I'm just saying that was a lot more of brutal death than I expected.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone expects somebody to, turn 180 degrees in the air, land head first, and explode.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure all of the deaths in the finale were brutal except for Raizo's.
Yeah.
He actually had a very peaceful death for the most part.
Yeah.
Besides getting shanked in the back.
I mean, the point is this entire show he's been a death seeker. He's been wanting to die. Because he feels like it'd be atonement. And he wanted to die doing some good.
And he wanted to be with Yui again.
Yeah.
Which probably got his wish.
fingers crossed that's a nice meeting. You know.
Mhm.
I hope.
I
you know,
mean, once the miscommunication's cleared up, I'm sure.
But yeah, I like the ending, and I do hope that Kurama would find peace there. But
Mm-hmm.
we should move on to another carryover. Some shit went down, I think, since the wrap up. Moving on to RWBY Volume 9.
God damn.
Yeah.
That finale, though.
Yeah, that finale was nice.
That was good. That was some
Yeah.
good shit.
Yeah.
So why were people calling RWBY homophobic?
So there's this scene where basically RWBY basically starts cracking under the pressure of being the leader. She's feeling guilty over every bad thing that's happened, her plans failing, etc., etc. So she kind of just starts going off on her friends. And if you take this one part of what she says out of context, it sounds that she's a little bit, homophobic, which she's obviously not. But yeah,
She's just very upset that her sister is now happy while she is undergoing a mental breakdown.
yeah, pretty much.
And it gets worse for her. Woohoo!
Yeah,
But then it gets better.
It gets worse because eventually she runs into Neo, who uses her powers in the most tormenting way possible to basically recreate all the characters who've died that RWBY knew, and and basically gaslit her into attempting suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So so that happens. But
and then Neo got body jacked by a very evil cat.
Yeah, the evil cat, which
who is voiced by none other than Robbie Daymond, by the way.
And who does a splendid job.
Yeah.
But he always does. And but thanks to the rules of the Ever After, RWBY doesn't die, but is instead taken in by the what's the tree called again?
Just the tree, I think.
Okay, the big special tree that allows for reincarnation, and but RWBY, instead of reincarnating, just accepts herself for who she is. Thank God, and she's basically, back to her old self again.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to remove the cat from Neo. Neo decides to also take a dive into the tree. The cat's beaten, and all is well. The the mouse that Neo killed is also reincarnated, but into a much bigger mouse who is cooler.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, that fucking cat. Seriously.
Yeah, that fucking cat. Also, the wardrop, the fucking brothers.
Yeah, the brothers. It turns out that remnant is the first place they fucked up with their fuckery.
Yeah. Pretty wild that the cats is their direct creation.
Mm-hmm. No, small wonder it turned out. Small wonder they turned out not great.
Yeah, that's how it is. And and then Team RWBY, and John gets turned back to normal. Thank God.
He gets de-aged. Yes.
Yeah, he gets de-aged. Woo. And they head on back to Remnant.
Yep.
And now we wait for Volume 10.
Yep. Yeah.
All in all, very insane volume, but a very good one.
Yes, very good. Also, I do love that they exercised the cat by basically getting Neo's body high off the tree leaves.
That was clever.
That was funny, yes.
Yeah.
This set of the shit. Oh shit.
That fucking cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything came together pretty well. I didn't think they could have resolved it as well as they did, but hey, they did it.
Yep. I am very surprised and happy with Neo's send off. Leaves it
Yeah.
open for her to come back at some point.
Yes, please bring her back. I love Neo.
Neo is excellent. I wonder what if or how she'll change in the process.
Yeah, I'm also very curious. So maybe she'll actually talk.
Honestly, I kind of like that she's mute.
No, I do too, but I wouldn't be shocked if she does choose to reincarnate. If she does
Yeah.
start chatting.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Also, it is curious that the blacksmith in the tree said that Team RWBY plus John was going to when they were needed, not necessarily where, but when.
Huh.
So, based off
Oh.
of all the ships over Vacuo, it's probable that at least a couple months have passed since Volume 8.
Yeah.
So they missed some time.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Also leaves the door open for Neo to come in like a really fun, opportune time.
Yeah.
When she's done with her whole thing.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy with how things turned out here. RWBY got the development she needed.
Yep. In the end, it's still you.
Okay.
So, just before we move on, I feel it would be remiss to not say Rooster Teeth kind of sucks.
Well, yes, this is
yeah. Rooster Teeth does suck, but for reasons. Yeah. Rooster Teeth.
They've done some shitty stuff. Just wanted to,
Yeah.
make sure.
Not everyone at Rooster Teeth sucks, to be fair.
Not everyone,
yes.
but
Yeah.
No, just a lot of upper management people.
Yeah, Team RWBY is pretty much good. Is pretty much fine.
For the most part, yeah. Most of the bad eggs in that group have been expelled, from my knowledge.
Yeah. So that's good, but Rooster Teeth has issues for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do hope we get more RWBY though.
Oh yeah, I'd be shocked if we didn't.
Yeah.
All right, we
can
move on to it's the first episode. It is Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts. This was actually pretty okay.
Okay.
There's some need to get past the power dynamic there. But honestly, Saruthi, the main character, she is a gem. Because she is just full on no fucks given, despite being like a human sacrifice to this beast king. She is just like, because the first thing she says, the Chancellor Anubis, criticizes her worthiness as a meal for the king, who doesn't actually have a name yet. And then she starts like arguing with him about how much of a meal she would make.
What?
And again, this screenshot is literally the first thing she says to him.
That's pretty funny.
Now, the reason she's able to do that is because there's some darkness in her backstory. Who would have guessed? Basically, she was adopted by a family to be raised as basically a sacrifice, so that they didn't have to, lose their actual kid. And Sari overheard this, which not great. Meanwhile, the the king's court is all up in arms because the king is spending time with this human.
Human.
But-
Human.
But as it turns out, the king is actually a werehuman.
Ooh.
Well, half
Fancy.
human, but basically, on a certain night on certain nights, I can't remember what the name of the nights was, but basically, on a full moon, he turns into a human.
So like an inverse werewolf.
That's why I said we're human. It also is revealed that despite the fact that he's, receiving these sacrifices, he's never actually eating any of them. He's letting them all go. In fact, even like cuts himself to make the room look bloody, so to make it look more realistic. And he tries to get Sari to go, but she refuses because she's got nothing to go back to. And then next day they announce their upcoming marriage.
How sweet!
Wait, what?
Yeah. So the theory I've seen is that it's to make sure that Sari has status, so that she can't just be killed.
Okay.
Because if she's just a
Mhm.
normal, regular human, then yeah, there's little he can do to anyone who decides to tear her apart and eat her. But if she's his, fiance/wife, ain't nobody touching her.
Ain't nobody with a brain, anyways.
Yeah. Sari has the king has also given Sari some cute, basically attendants or watchers, called Sai and Klops. One is
I see what they did there.
one is a mouth, one is a giant eye.
Of course.
And at the end of the episode, Sari comes up with a name for the king, Leonhardt.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Oh yeah, the day of the ritual where Sari is supposed to be eaten alive. Well, maybe not eaten alive, but eaten. She's too busy enjoying how nice her dress looks on her. Her ritual dress looks on her.
Of course.
That's cute.
Again, I'm really enjoying Sari, and I'm fairly, if I recall correctly, I think she's voiced by Kana Hanazawa.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's
Oh,
great.
Kana
She's
Hanazawa,
great.
yeah.
No, she is great. I love her.
Let me see.
Just looking up the voice actor for Leonhardt.
Satoshi Hino, he's been in a lot.
Kamo in Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, Rengoku. Demon Slayer.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, there is a lot of similarities on the surface with Tale of Outcasts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah. Is this not just the show you watched last season?
no,
Yeah,
because there's actual romance here, which is a little
Sure.
weird because I'm not sure how old Sari is meant to be compared to
15,
Leonhardt.
it says in the premise.
I'm not sure how old Leonhardt is, so there might be some,
Issues, yes.
Yeah. But I physically reacted and was like, you can't do this when I saw the OP because it implies that there's that Sari is gonna have an older brother figure who wants to protect her from Leonhardt.
Oh boy.
Just
boy.
like in Tale of Outcasts, and I was
Oh,
like, I was like, come on, you can't, you try and beat the accusations, please.
This show's just gonna
This show will-
increasingly become more like Tale of Outcasts.
This show cannot beat the accusations.
Please try and beat them. But yeah, no, genuinely pretty enjoyable. Um, but I do want to move on to the next show, which, to truth be told, is my favorite of the season so far. We move on to Skip and Loafer.
I love Skip and Loafer.
No,
It's
fuck
so
I-
comfy.
I
Fucking love
finally
this show.
started it, and it's very good so far.
Yeah. So, even better is that I actually this morning I read an interview with the anime's director and the manga author for Skip and Loafer. And Mitsumi and Sosuke are modeled after Mitsunari Ishida and Sakon Shima from the Battle of Sekigahara.
Huh.
Huh. The more you know.
Yeah,
Interesting. But yeah, this one's really nice.
yeah.
It's just a good feel good rom-com.
Also, Mitsumi is just A-tier face game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not S-tier face game, honestly. But yeah, all the characters are very expressive, and I do like the character interactions.
No, they've been very
Mhm.
good. Love Yuzaki as a subversion of the usual, pretty mean girl trope.
Yeah. Also like Shima as well, because
No.
you get the sense of his hidden depths quite a bit.
No, Shima
But
is.
Mitsumi is such a great protagonist.
She is. No, Shima is also great. He is fully on board with her brand of bullshit.
Yep.
Liked Makoto. Really liked her introduction.
Yep.
With Mitsumi's first visit to Starmax.
Definitely not Starbucks, no siree.
Um,
Sturbacks, right next to McDonald's.
I love on the movie trip, like, Mitsumi took so long to realize that there was tension between Makoto and Yuzuki.
Yeah, she not
Saki.
the best at reading social situations like that.
It took her so long that by the time she actually did realize and started trying to do something, they'd already made up.
Yeah, no, that was fun.
And then first half of episode 4 was just absolutely wonderful, with Mitsumi learning about Shima's acting past, and just going into a complete funk about how to bring it up. Like, knowing that it would be wrong for her to just blurt it out, but try to figure out a tactful way to do it and failing miserably. And then, really nice scene where she promises to support Shima whenever he comes up with a goal. And then, telling Kanachika that Shima isn't joining, and she's not saying why, because she wouldn't be a good friend wouldn't say it. And then the sort of strangeness in the second segment of episode 4, with the fucking, like, what was the name again?
Oh, the student council lady?
Yeah, the student council girl and her fucking dream with Cat Mitsumi.
Oh, that was funny though.
It's funny, just really fucking weird as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Mitsumi should not try and take after Takamine, because they are completely different personalities.
Oh yeah, no. Like Takamine is very, very type A.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like. Whereas Mitsumi is just much more. She's slightly wrong, but she's a lot more laid back than that.
Honestly, like she's got a good attitude about it because obviously she does put the work in because she's
Yeah.
the teacher mentioned that she's still doing incredibly well, but she knows how to take some time off and relax and not necessarily worry about anything or everything. I mean, not sure why the teacher, went to those lengths. Because yeah, why not just tell Mitsumi, no, you're doing great. Like you're near the top of the class, you're fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah,
Mitsumi just gets stressed out over the most trivial things sometimes. It's really funny.
Yeah.
I mean, she got stressed out over the intro, which was going really well until she tried to make the joke. Which is again very funny. Thankfully, Shima saved her with that.
Yes, that was great.
Shima saving her like usual.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just Mitsumi just realizing that Shima reminds her of her dog.
He is kind of like a puppy.
I totally get it. It's just very funny, especially when like Shima offers to let her pet his hair.
Yeah.
His hair.
He just has that he has very dogish energy,
Mhm. But yeah, as we said in the premiere stream as well, Now-chan, definitely trans rep.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck those people
Very
on the
cool
train.
character.
Yeah, fuck those people on the train.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do love that Mitsumi was just quietly supportive of
Yeah.
Now-chan.
Yeah.
And Kanechika, who has a somewhat interesting relationship with gender.
Yeah. He's definitely doing some funky gender shit, but hard to say what exactly, beyond him being perfectly comfortable dressing in feminine clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. Good for him.
Absolutely good for him.
Yep.
Do
Some
what you
people have
got to do.
also picked up some little bit of a gay vibe between Yuzuki and
Makoto.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Makoto.
Oh yeah, no, the shippers are out in force there.
I'm not shocked.
I forgot to mention this in the premiere stream, but I fucking love Skip and Loafer's OP.
It's so cute.
It's very good. It's very, very good.
It is the dorkiest of dork dancing, and I love it.
There's so many good OPs this season. Why?
Yeah, like I said, OP game this season is stacked. There's so many good ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to be having a very hard time narrowing it down to just two.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is fairly easily my favorite of the season so far.
It's an easy top 3 for me, to be honest.
I'm top 5, maybe.
You're not as far in it as we are you?
I'm only an episode behind.
Oh, okay.
I am really enjoying it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can move on.
See now, if there was a bit more gay energy in there, then
we will see.
talk,
This is a series clearly comfortable with queerness.
Thank God. Thank fucking Christ. We need more like that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I would recommend trying to find. Actually, I'll post it for y'all in our chat. The interview with the director and manga author. Because I quite liked it.
Very cool.
But yes, I think we can move on now to our next show, which is Stella of the Theater World Die Star. Okay, this fucking show. This fucking show, cause
What'd it do? What'd it do?
episode 3, right? So episode 2, Coconut and Katharina join this troupe, and are told they're basically going to be competing for the lead role in their first play, which is Princess Kaguya. And the person who loses will be the handmaiden. Katharina and Coconut, Katharina clashes with Coconut a lot because she kind of hates Coconut. But Coconut, works on a performance with Shizuka, who still has not interacted with anybody else. And nobody has interacted with her. And she seems to do well, but when the episode ends with Coconut actually changing her performance to one that copies Yai, the girl who helped Coconut in the initial auditions, which loses her the competition, because you shouldn't be copying other actors in this kind of setting. There are some settings where copying actors is a good thing. I think Kabuki is one of them. But,
Kabuki, I believe, is very much passed down acting styles.
Yeah, but not this one. Episode 3 reveals that this sense that they've been talking about are actually fucking superpowers.
What?
Because fucking Panda shows off her sense, which is like fucking mind reading the audience.
What?
And apparently, fucking Katharina's is basically just like stopping time so she can focus. And it's like superpowered focus. Yeah!
Zawarudo! God damn it!
So they're getting ready for this performance where, Katharina is Princess Kaguya, Coconut is the handmaiden. And Katharina is really stressed because she's feeling the pressure from her, basically people knowing about her famous parents, who are Die Stars in Germany. So Coconut is, trying to land on a performance that works. Again, she's helped through by Shizuka and Yai. Get to the performance. Katharina is performing perfectly, but at the climax, there's like electrical problems, and that breaks Katharina out of her sense, causing her to lose her focus and fall into traumatic memories, and she just freezes up. Coconut activates her sense, continues the scene, improvising to get things back on track, and then suddenly Shizuka appears on the fucking stage and starts taking part in the play.
Wait, isn't she a ghost?
The play ends, Coconut hugs Shizuka, and then the others go, Coconut, who is this? And the episode ends!
What?
What?
These pieces of shit, this isn't fair!
What the fuck?
This sounds like a goddamn roller coaster, my god.
Coconut cannot just manifest her fucking dead friend or imaginary friend or whatever the fuck it is.
Her stand, obviously.
That is not fair.
She's clearly manifesting her stand.
Legitimately insane.
What the fuck?
I fucking lost my shit at the end of that episode. Because it really was just like, what the fuck? Oh my god. This show is getting me with just like the sheer insanity of this
I might need
setting.
to watch this now.
This is just sheer insanity. And like I like Coconut. I like the characters, but it's, as I said, the real selling point here is these insane superpowers.
And plot twists, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
Jesus.
one of the other troop actors apparently has a sense that can, like, I don't know, tell what other people's senses are. Because she seems to know what's up with this whole thing with Shizuka. Oh, Jesus Christ. Next episode drops tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh boy.
Well, you'll have to let us know how batshit insane it gets. Which one is this one on? Is it Crunchyroll
This is
or
Crunchyroll. This is
iDive?
Crunchyroll,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, God. I'm glad I continued this.
Wow. This seems actually insane.
Yeah.
I have to watch this one now.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's like this is animated by Cloverworks, and
Oh,
Okay.
it's actually really interesting because they're really putting all of the effort into the acting scenes,
Good.
and so it
Nice.
looks. It feels weird compared to the regular animation, but it makes every motion seem deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
It really gives you a sense that these actors are making these movements purposefully to to get a certain reaction, to show off certain things, which is quite interesting. But yeah, all I can say is that the next episode is going to be fucking wild. Because we're gonna.
good to know.
I mean, I was like, okay, Shizuka's, in the OP as if she's an actor. This is. I wonder, where this is gonna go. And then suddenly she just fucking manifests. Jesus.
Manifesting.
But yeah, it's a pretty good show. I'm not gonna stick it near the top of my list necessarily, but Jesus, it's got me engrossed.
All
Well
right.
then.
But we should move on to yet another carryover, yet another one episode thing. So I'll try and be quick. The Tale of Outcasts.
Wait, didn't you already talk about this show?
Yeah, like
Like just a bit ago?
Fuck you.
like
Fuck
20,
you.
30 minutes ago.
Fuck you. So, as much as episode 12 ended with Dantalion apparently, like, petrified, he was fine. Marbus and Dantalion fight, and Luther starts to try and attack Whis, but Snow defends her, but Luther seems to have the upper hand, and gets really angry that Snow isn't giving him a good fight. There is some fight sexual tension there. Nibirius and Astaroth and Sol Adams and all the Sword Cross Knights arrived to basically delay Dantalion, so Marbus can basically power up to his best move, and manages to defeat Dantalion. Whis, Diana, Marbus, and Nibirius returns to their picnic. Nmbr and Marbus continue squabbling, because as they do. They're then joined by Snow and Takanami, who somehow survived his possession. When the show seemed to be like implying that possession was an irreversible thing, yet both
Guess
Snow
not.
and Takanami were possessed, and they were just fine. So a little confused. And yeah, it was a nice ending. They're all going to travel together, all 6 of them. So, Marbus wants to find the other calamities, and Nibirius is searching for the big boss who used to be their teacher. But yeah, overall it was a really good show. Quite enjoyable. Some nice dynamics, nice relationships. Didn't get to see any more of Sherlock Holmes, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I think that was just thrown in there for the lols. Just like, oh yeah, we're doing late 19th century England. You know who we should include?
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes.
So yeah, I enjoyed this show.
I'm glad you did, and that makes me really happy that you'll be able to watch it again this season.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, fuck both of you. Yeah, I mean the animation was never the best, but it was serviceable. Yeah, I don't think I need to say too much more for this. So we can move on to. We have in fact gone with Disney's name for it, because other people will know it by that name apparently. We move on to Tengoku Daimakyo.
I'm gonna call it Heavenly Delusion still.
Yeah, I'd go for it. It's basically just for this part of it, like.
Tengoku Delusion.
Yep.
So episode 2, I think we all could have called the fact that man-eater was gonna eat that innkeeper as soon as she
Oh,
said,
yeah.
I thought I thought it would have happened earlier.
Yeah. I was like, I was waiting that whole time, like, oh, she's gonna get killed. She's gonna die. She's gonna get eaten. Oh, there it is.
It was as soon as she said, "Oh, he hasn't hurt me," I'm like, he's gonna fucking eat you now, though.
Yep.
100% gonna fucking eat you now.
It cut her up first, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude, that swipe cutting off the top of her head, though, was just like, what the fuck?
Maru is more capable than initially presented.
Yeah, what the fuck? How did you do that?
He did the Maru touch, of course.
Yeah, the Maru touch. And apparently he can only do it on the man-eaters. So.
Yeah.
Of course, the Maru touch.
Yeah, Maru touch.
Of course.
But yeah, the bit with Kiriko's backstory was interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
I mean, as said, I got spoiled on that aspect, but like, yeah, I guess.
Pretty odd, but interesting.
No, not pretty odd. Very, very weird.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole implying that Kiriko was masturbating.
Yeah, that was very weird.
When they realized they were in Kiriko's body, because that's what I didn't realize. It's
like,
we follow Kiruko, which is apparently the mixing of the kanji that makes up Kiriko and Haruki.
It's also pretty unclear what their exact gender identity is.
I'm gonna stick with they until I find out more. To be brutally honest, I'm still not sure about Tokyo.
Tokyo,
I want to say, no, I don't. It's hard to say,
Mm-hmm.
especially since anime boy or girl seems to be a particularly big game going on with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tokyo is very androgynous looking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I want to Google it, but I've been spoiled once, and I don't particularly want to be spoiled again.
Understandable,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Turns out Tokyo is like a man-eater or some shit.
Yeah,
Well,
that would be
was
fun.
Oh yeah, you haven't watched episode 4, have you, Nmbr?
No, wait, what?
No, Mill's just fucking with you.
Okay.
Am I really? I mean, it's not.
Wait,
not
are
nec-
you?
it's-
Oh no, I gotta watch episode 4.
It's not necessarily that they're a man eater, but
All right, well,
There is some weird shit going on at the facility.
yes.
well, you didn't have to tell me that. I could tell just off
Yeah.
of what I see. What do you mean babies have no faces? What?
You will find out what that means in episode 4.
Mhm.
I don't know if I want to.
You will, whether you like it or not.
I don't know if I want to. Why are
Well-
you laughing?
No reason.
I mean, this
No reason whatsoever.
this is an interesting show, and I'm interested by the characters. There are just some parts of it that are just like really weird.
That's an
Yeah.
understatement. It's
Yeah.
It's
This is
yeah.
a very bizarre show.
It's also very good looking.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
incredibly good looking.
Yep.
I need this to be the team that's on Kaiju #8 when that's adapted.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
Production IG.
Oh, is it the
isn't
same studio?
Yeah, it's Production IG.
Yeah.
So
Oh, Production IG does good work, though.
yeah, they typically do. Not always, but they typically do good work. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they're doing
this only
Kaiju number 8.
makes me have more faith.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot. It's just I'm not just 100% sure what to make of it yet, just because there's
Yeah.
still so much we don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I am enjoying the ride, that's for sure.
And yeah,
As weird as it is.
I'm watching this dubbed and I'm enjoying myself.
Is the dub good?
Dub is good, yeah. I like the dub. So since you are now watching this Nmbr, are you okay to, join our agreement of not watch when we have a anime stream, not watching the most recent. Certainly for the mid-season check-in, not watching the most recent episode, so that we can all be on the same episode.
Okay.
Yeah, because the episodes drop early Saturday morning, but
Yeah.
But Disney do seem to be pretty okay at dropping the dub on time, so that means I can watch that and be at the same stage as the both of you, so we don't have to
Mhm.
worry about spoilers, which is the reason why I didn't watch the Hell's Paradise dub, even though I kind of wanted to.
I hate you dub watchers. you holding us
tisk.
back.
tisk tisk.
Tisk tisk.
Because look, I can get away with being behind on a show like My Clueless First Friend, because let's be real, the plot's not important there.
Yeah.
But I can't get away with that for something like Hell's
Well, you say
Paradise.
that, and then you find out that like one of the kids is like a man-eater or something.
She's a man eater. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm ready to move on when you guys are.
Yeah, definitely an
Yeah.
interesting show. Hopefully it avoids some of the more problematic aspects of what it's been setting up. But we can move on to Tokyo Mew Mew New 2.
This was a
I'll
pretty
never get
shot.
tired of that title.
Yeah.
I'll be real. I forgot to start it because I again been so busy, and also again high dive. So yeah.
Yeah. Now this was a funky episode that involved some time travel shenaniganry.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Wait, start the season or just the episode?
I haven't started the season yet.
Okay, I will keep it light then. So anyways, Ichigo dies. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no! I knew she was a death flag.
But yeah, this is a funky episode with, the most recent episode was a funky one with, Lettuce time traveling. And,
Okay.
back to a time when there were, elves, I guess? I think it was time travel. It could be something else, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she helps reunite a pair of lovers and all that, and that gives her the courage to confess to her crush.
Oh, very cool.
Yes. But yes, there's also some fun stuff throughout the season so far with Ichigo and Aoyama just doing happy couple stuff and all that. Oh, and Quiche continues to be the worst, but that was to be expected.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been like super consistent plot wise, but there's been some fun stuff here and there.
Yeah. I figure early on we'll be a bit goofy and then we'll kick into more plot later.
Yep. Yeah,
Alright.
you do need to catch up, Nmbr.
I will by the next stream, I promise.
Alright.
Gonna do a big high dive binge session.
Yes. Join us, Nmbr. Join us in the high dive zone.
I will when I'm done with stuff to do in Star Rail.
I wish there was less stuff on high dive this season.
High dive actually has a lot of really good stuff this season. Not gonna
I'm
lie.
okay that High Dive has a lot of good things because Crunchyroll shouldn't have everything.
I know that is the reason why I'm okay with it, but at the same time,
Yeah.
that player is just annoying.
Yeah, High Dive, fix your shit.
Yep.
Like it works. I like some of the stuff you do, but you could be so much better.
Mm-hmm. Just fix your player, for God's sake.
Fix your player, fix your site, fix your mobile app, especially.
Oh, the mobile app is absolute shit.
It's so bad. Also, make a PlayStation 5 app for fuck's sake.
That would help a lot, honestly.
Anyway, moving on to I believe our final carryover in the sense of a show that just didn't end in time, which is well, the final one that we're discussing today. So we move on to Tokyo Revengers Christmas Showdown.
Fucking Kiseki, god damn it.
Yeah.
That man was a cockroach, I swear.
Yeah. Interesting turn of events.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to see why the feature became what it did.
Yep. Definitely a hell of a way to end off this arc and start up the next one.
Yeah. Whew.
Damn. Takemichi's in some deep shit right now.
Yeah, some of these kids just need to keep their fucking mouth shut sometimes.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Like, come on, man. Don't pick fights, dog. I don't care what gang you're in.
I'ma fight him. Don't you fight him. I'ma fight him. Don't you fight him. Nah.
But yeah, Takemichi now has to deal with a whole new gang that was not originally in the timeline, and because of Kisaki just being like, "Hey, I'll join you, but help me out here. I want my revenge."
Yes. But yes, what the fuck is Kisaki's deal, anyways?
I have no idea. I actually have no idea. It is implied that he's also a time traveler, but
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, that would definitely explain a lot.
How does his time travel work?
That is a good question.
Who does he have to shake hands with?
Also a good question.
Yeah,
So we know very little about what his actual deal is.
Yeah, we also know very little about the time travel itself and why Takemichi could just fucking do it. But I wouldn't be shocked if that never actually gets explained, because that's not really what the show is about. But
no, it's about
still.
delinquents, and Takemichi game the shit beaten out of them.
Yeah, that happens a lot. But yeah, I'm looking forward to season 3 whenever that drops.
They announced it recently.
Yeah. It was announced and everything. It doesn't have a date yet, does it?
No.
Okay.
I imagine it'll probably be the manga's finished, so
yeah. The manga's
they don't need to stretch out the anime.
Yeah. But yeah, I look forward to that whenever that happens, because this is definitely a very good hook.
Yep. Not quite the devastating cliffhanger the first season ended with, but still pretty damn good.
Yeah. Oh man, that cliffhanger from season 1.
That's a real pain.
That's an insane cliffhanger. Not the most insane cliffhanger I've seen. You don't need to mention it, Bill, but it is insane.
Oh, I know what Mill was going to mention. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about that.
All right, I won't mention it.
You better not. But yeah, that good season.
Good season indeed.
Yeah, I think we can move on.
Okay, let us move on to it's another big sequel. It is Tonikawa Over the Moon for You Season 2. Okay, I love Ginga.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He is fucking incredible and I love him. He's so funny.
He's hilarious, honestly.
Also,
I do love I do like the teacher couple. They're also very sweet.
That was good. That poor dude being upstaged by a high schooler.
Oh, that was funny, yeah.
That was very funny.
That was a good bit.
Also a good bit, Nasa and Tsukasa commentating on it as if it was a football match.
Yes, that was funny. Swing and a miss. That's baseball.
And then transitioning over to Chitose and the maids spying on Nasa and Tsukasa as they flirted outrageously.
Yep. And utterly failing to do anything to intervene.
I mean, maybe one of my favorite lines of the show, just one of the maids going, "It must be hard to be a tsundere."
Yes. Yeah, I almost feel bad for Chitose. Almost.
But yeah, they have a cat now named Toast. Which
they have a cat named Toast.
Yep.
Why is the cat named Toast?
Because it's a cat name, obviously.
I see.
Do you know of any cat names that are like actual regular names?
Stan. I know a cat named Stan. They should get another cat named Butter.
Yes. Like butter on toast. Yeehaw.
I'm trying to remember why, and it was Tsukasa. I'm trying to remember why Tsukasa named the cat Toast.
For sure, because it was because of the food, not the food, the fur coloring.
I don't think it was that. Let me check. Very quickly. So, oh wait, it's because it's got a white patch on its back that looks like a square of butter, I think.
Right. right.
I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I found the bit. Nasa's asking Tsukasa. Yeah, it is. Back is brown with a white square on it. Let's go with toast. And Nasa's just like, well, the name should at least be cute because at that point it was trying to gnaw the vet's hands off. It does calm down once it's been fed. But it very much prefers Tsukasa over Nasa. Because Toast wakes Nasa up in the middle of the night to be fed. Also, Kaname is getting real weird about how into Nasa and Tsukasa's relationship she is.
Mm-hmm.
To the point that she gave both of them a list of locations to kiss and what that means. Which resulted in quite a spicy ending to episode 4, where they tried all of them out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yeah, they gave each other massages, and Nasa made Tsukasa feel really good. Oh yeah, Kaname just outright states she was looking for porn on YouTube and Twitter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just outright admits that to Nasa.
What the fuck?
Meanwhile, Aya is failing her classes because she's a fucking idiot.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else to really say. Other than that I absolutely want more Ginga. And I think I did actually watch the preview for next week, and I think they are going to start getting into the meat of the plot for the season. I think I can't remember. I certainly seem to. I certainly think they are, but I can't remember why I think that. So who the fuck knows? Either way, with that, I literally have nothing left to talk about.
Oh shit, really?
I'm not watching any of the other shows.
God damn.
So moving
I guess
on.
Mill can just take a nap then.
No, because if I nap now, I'm not going to be able to get to sleep when I actually want to sleep.
Damn.
So I'll probably just scroll through Twitter liking art. Pretty much the only thing I use Twitter for now.
Yeah.
And if I find a better site for that, I will just transition over to it. Anyway, moving on to our next show. It tries to be as cute as Tonikawa. It is Too Cute Crisis.
I think I might be dropping this one.
God,
There's
no.
just not a lot of substance to it.
Yeah.
I do like that the ED has different pet pictures every time. That is nice.
Yeah.
But even with all the different characters being all wacky and cute loving and stuff, it's not enough for me.
No.
I do like cute stuff, and I do like fluff here and there, but
As we said in the premiere stream, it should not have been full-length episodes.
no, it should have been half that.
Yeah. At least. So, is there anything else you want to say, or?
No, not really.
All
Like
right.
the show tries introducing new characters here and there to kind of spice it up a little bit, but they don't really add much.
Any interesting animals, or are they just sticking with the regular pets?
There was, I believe, a hamster and a hedgehog in episode 3.
Ooh,
The hedgehog is pretty interesting.
yeah, that's cool.
Mm.
Yep.
Are the animals at least cute?
Yes, the animals are adorable.
Good. Okay, then the show does at least one thing right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay then. We can move on, I guess, to Numbers Gush Show. We move on
shut up.
to Uma Musume Pretty Derby Road to the Top.
Ah, thank God this show has full-length episodes. Oh, I was worried they would just be like 10 to 15 minute shorts. No, they are 24 to 25 minutes long. Thank God. Okay, so this show, this is completely separate from the main series. It's its own thing, and it focuses on 3 different horse girls. Narita Top Road, Admire Vega, who is the one in the screenshot there,
Mhm.
and Opera O, and basically a lot of the first 2 episodes here just focus on their own goals and their background.
Mhm.
Top Road is the one who feels like she's under a lot of pressure, even though she doesn't show it, just because she has a lot of people who's rooting for her classmates, her neighbors, her family, her coach, who she made a promise with that she would win the classic series. There's Admire Vega, who we don't learn until episode 2, but her whole thing is that she originally had a twin sister, but who died at birth, and she feels her watching her, so she's under that sort of pressure and feels like she needs to win for the both of them.
Right.
And then there's Opera O, who she's mostly just really charismatic. She's very cool though. I like Opera O.
Fair.
In episode 1, Opera O manages to take the win, but in episode 2, to my very surprise, Admire Vega won, which absolutely crushes Top Road. She absolutely, because normally when the main character loses the race, they take it in stride, but this time she's literally sobbing. So, and it was this show's actually gorgeous, which really kind of pisses me off because it's on YouTube, which automatically makes it look not quite as good as it should,
Mm.
because YouTube just fucks up some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the show looks really fucking good, as expected, because it's Cygames Pictures. So, but apparently these races are in fact based on the actual races that these horses were in. So I need to be careful not to spoil myself. But if you actually look at footage of the actual race from episode 2 and the race it's based on, it's paced like pretty much at the exact same way. So it's pretty interesting. But yeah. So yeah, I'm loving this so far. Not exactly a super in-depth, intense storyline like season 2 of the main show was, but this is doing pretty much everything I wanted it to do. So here's hoping it can. The other 2 episodes will be as satisfying. Also, the OP is also gorgeous, which very very happy. So just another really good OP of the very long list. But yeah, very 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 happy with this show. I'm hoping we get more like this, or maybe a full on series eventually.
Yeah.
But or honestly, just more side games doing Musume, please. Studio Kai does perfectly fine, but you could do so much more.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I'm happy. This is fantastic.
So just as an aside before we move on, I've just seen a tweet saying that the Wall Street Journal, or there's an article in the Wall Street Journal saying why more female executives don't play golf and why that's a problem. And somebody has quote tweeted it saying this author has never been to Nefris.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So that was fun to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's lovely.
So we move on then to the last sequel on the list. It is Vinland Saga Season 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Thorfinn's getting ready to fight.
Yeah,
Also,
Thorfinn's doing the exact thing he promised not to do, but he feels that he has to for Arneid's sake, because the slave that escaped turned out to actually be her husband,
yep.
and he has been through some shit.
Nobody's having a good time right now.
Yeah, no. And now he's causing trouble, and then he gets captured, and then he breaks free, bites a dude's neck, and yeah, it's a whole lot.
It's brutal. It's fucked.
Yeah. So now the Einar, who is the goat that he is decides to help Arneid escape with her husband, even though he has feelings for her. Very cool.
Mhm.
Of course, Thorfinn helps because he's a good lad, but plan doesn't entirely succeed, and now Snake has to get through Thorfinn to finish off Arneid's husband, who's currently unconscious. So
Yeah, and he's pretty fucked up right now in terms of
Yeah.
injuries.
yeah, so this will be fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely fun.
And then Thorfinn seeing Askeladd over his shoulder going like, hey, you gonna fight him? You said you weren't gonna do that, but you feel like you have to if you want to protect what you need to. But he has his own reasons for fighting, so it's like so should be interesting. Also, side note, the new OP is amazing.
The OP is really good. I
Yeah.
do like the first OP of the season a bit more, though.
I like this one more, at least visually.
Visually, it's very good. Yes.
Yeah, visually it's top notch.
Yeah. The song in the first one was better, though, in my opinion.
Well, you're wrong, but for
Wow.
real, music is incredibly
fight,
subjective.
Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, music's incredibly subjective, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
I love the first OP too, though. Yeah.
Again, we have a shit ton of good OPs this season.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, next show also has a really good OP.
Moving on then to why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's mansion.
The OP is pretty good, but I'm questioning why she gets a gun. But
Why
I guess
not?
Why shouldn't she
guess-
get a gun?
I don't know. It's just like, how does the story get to that point? Anyways, that aside, the show's still pretty good. I forget his name, but I really
Nick.
yeah. I like him a lot.
Yep. I like that.
that he's like not super stereotypical, but he's still very flamboyant.
Yes, he's very fun. Raeliana's not too sure of him at first, but no, he's great. He knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing just fine. But yeah, Raeliana, the title, moves into the Duke's mansion.
Yep. Roll credits.
Yeah, roll credits. Now has to live through a lie until well, things blow over, I guess, and she's able to, you know, live her life, I guess, her new
Yep.
life.
Oh, don't pretend that you don't know what this is turning into. This is very much.
I mean, I know what kind of show this is. I'm not dumb, but yeah.
That's very much an example of, oh hey, this is totally a fake romance. Nothing is ever coming out of this. No feelings whatsoever. Oh no.
Definitely. Yeah, but the show is a bit more than that, to be fair. But yeah, some interesting interactions between Raeliana and Noah. Not quite sure what to make of Noah just yet.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like an asshole, but
He's also a bit of a cipher, though.
yeah. But he's interesting. I want to learn more about him. But yeah, all in all, I am enjoying it so far. Not too much to say yet. Who's the silver-haired guy that works for him?
Oh, Adam Taylor.
Yeah, Adam. He's interesting as well. I think
Mhm.
he's taken a liking to Raeliana.
Yeah, he's a neat dude.
Thanks to the was it chocolate covered almonds?
I think it was just maybe it was. Yeah.
I think it was almonds. Yeah. But yeah, I like him as well. Would be nice if he talked a little more.
Yep.
But yeah, interesting stuff. Looking forward to seeing more, but not a whole lot to talk about just yet. Mostly just Raeliana adjusting to her new life. So I think we can move on.
All right.
Yep. To the final show.
Yeah.
Move on to our final show, which is Yuri Is My Job.
That most recent episode. Hot damn.
Yeah. So hey, they're childhood friends.
Oh my god, they're childhood friends.
Yeah. And they played piano together. That I didn't see coming.
Yep.
The childhood friends thing I was unfortunately spoiled on, but I didn't know all the details. And wow.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is the double piano play the most homoerotic instrument? Just correct me if I'm wrong there.
No, you're absolutely correct.
But yes,
it don't get much gayer than that.
Yep. But yeah, no, these two were definitely victims of terrible communication skill compatibility issues in their youths.
Yeah, and also just some shitty girls.
Yeah,
shitty classmates.
children are such assholes sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they weren't even like upfrontly shitty to Yano. They were just kind of shitty in the background.
Yeah. No, but like the main issue that wound up fucking up the relationship between the two was that Hime is very much like the kind of person who not only lies as easily as she breathes, reference, but she's the type who has a very high emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
She can read the room very well and interact with people very well based off of that.
Yeah.
Yano, Mitsuki, I think she might be on the spectrum because she seems very much like she has a very strong moral code, and also has a great deal of trouble just reading people and understanding why they would act in any way, irrationally. Like is the case with a lot with the bullies that she was dealing with when she was a kid.
Yeah.
So when those two communication capabilities clash so heavily towards the end of that flashback over there, it just obliterates their relationship.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because they had a good relationship when they were young.
Yeah, they were best friends. They played piano together,
Yep.
but shit hit the fan, as they say.
Yep.
So now that all comes to light, and now they hate each other even more.
Yep.
So that's fun. Looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing how they patch things up.
I wonder how long that will take.
Yeah, it'll probably take a minute. That's
Yeah.
gonna fuck things up for the cafe, though.
Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna be fun there.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to facade even harder.
Speaking of cafe though, fucking Kaneko, what the hell?
I'm not huge on comic.
Yeah, no, neither am I. Like, Kaneko, I know she's your bestie and all, but you should not have that many pictures of her on your phone.
Yeah.
That's some stalker shit.
Yeah. I feel like she's gonna pull some shit eventually, and she doesn't even like it doesn't she doesn't seem like a bad person. It's just
No.
but
She has a very unhealthy relationship with Hime.
yeah, and I don't think Hime is very aware.
No, she is not.
Yeah.
Just check the chat real quickly. Just
Oh
post
boy.
something in there.
Oh boy. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Lovely. Very lovely.
I'm glad I'm getting some
But-
Birdie Wing stuff.
Yeah.
Birdie Wing deserves more recognition.
Everyone should watch Birdie Wing. I'm getting my boyfriend to watch it soon.
Good. I unfortunately will not be able to get my brother to watch it because he does not watch sports shows.
Damn.
He watches sports like a fool.
Yeah, he watches actual sports.
What?
Like an absolute loser.
There are actual sports?
I know, it's weird, right?
That's insane.
But yeah.
Anyways, Yuri Is
Uh,
My Job. Very good. I want to see how these two resolve their shit. And let's hope Kaneko isn't too weird.
Yep.
Please.
Oh yeah.
Also, Sumika is just there, just chilling. She's just like, oh no, what happened here?
Sumika is just all vibes, and honestly, respect.
Yes, she's great.
Yeah, Sumika's great. Yeah, that's everything for the season so far. Let's see. What are we doing next? Mill?
Yep. So yeah, that's the end. That was our final show. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Just before we go, I remembered something for Hell's Paradise I forgot to mention, which is that like the animation has obviously been good because it's Mappa, but like I've not been sort of awed by it because it's Mappa.
You know that you're
If that
capable
makes
of better,
sense.
right?
That and yeah, it's just sort of like, well, this is sort of the norm for them, so it's just like, okay, well,
Yeah,
This is
it's nothing
outstanding.
like incredible,
yeah.
even for Mappa. You know, like
Mhm.
it's just yeah.
Like I'm much more awed by Heavenly Delusions animation.
Honestly, Mappa, even when they're phoning it in, it produces good stuff.
Yeah, but this just isn't like it's not,
This
it's
isn't
not
peak.
jaw dropping,
No,
But it
also,
never looks bad.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that we haven't hit the real good shit yet.
True. No, we have yet to have a major fight except for
Except for Gabby Mar versus not Benkei, yes.
yeah.
But yes, so thank you for watching. In terms of future stuff, tomorrow I believe we're going to try and play King of the Castle. It's a game Gen has been recommending. Tuesday, we should be hopefully getting back to Arcade Spirits. Thursday, we'll be discussing Falcon and the Winter Soldier for the Paradox Hour. And that means Saturday is free. So we'll have to see what we decide to do on that day. Probably Dragon Age
You'll watch
Inquisition.
free.
I want to watch free. I need to find the time.
Wait, I'm surprised you haven't.
I know. I haven't found the time yet.
That's crazy to me.
What kind of person do you take me for?
Well,
No, don't answer that. I know exactly what you take me for, and you're right, but...
yeah. And that's not a bad thing,
Yeah.
but...
As I said, I just haven't found the time for it, and I do want to watch it, I just haven't found the time yet.
Yeah.
Maybe if there was another lockdown, I'd have the time, but, for the time being, I do not. So again, thank you everybody for watching. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and on Twitter at storytime_net for as long as Twitter lasts, and then we may have to find a new social media site to plug. Otherwise, we hope to see you tomorrow for some King of the Castle. Good night.
Later.
Bye-bye.